let's get into this because there's been a lot of flu flammery in these YouTube streets, y'all. It's been a lot of flu flammery in these YouTube streets, and I just don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate the amount of thighs and lies walking around our space. There's too many thighs and lies, bro. It's too many thighs and lies, and I don't understand why they thying and lying. So we're not gonna hold y'all. Let's let's go into this because I'm not sure why Compton Ricc came with such a falsehood when it came to the young ant situation. It was an unnecessary falsehood. Not sure why he did that. Let me get this off the way real quick. Boom. Okay. Bow. How y'all doing tonight? So we finna break this down like a pound, man, because Compton Ricc told us some things that just weren't true. He just said some things that just weren't true, man, and it's too many. In the words of Point and Shoot, man, too many goofs just goofing around, man. So we'll start here. You'll see that this content starts off with a big bold title, I'm free. I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, is what this big bold title says. Now, this gives you the insinuation, or 21,000 people the insinuation, that Young and Hefe was in fact on his way home after Trap Lord Ross went to Young and Hefe's court date. And that's just unfortunately not the situation right now, at least not right now. We do know that Young and Hefe is fighting for his liberation, but this whole concept of I'm free and X, Y, and Z and all that, that's just not necessarily the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? It's not the truth of the matter at all. So why Compton Ricc thinks that it's appropriate or thinks that it's okay to, show these types of things or act like these types of things are going on when they're not going on is really beyond me. But this is the type of stuff that makes the LA podcast space look bad, because we have these guys like, Compton Ricc here giving out false information. So let's jump into this content.
Y'all want to know y'all that content. Y'all want to know why he had court coming up. I did a video. I said, here, they was waiting. They said that he had in the county. Everybody that was talking about this altercation that he had in the county. People wanted to hear it. They was waiting. Everybody was waiting, but Ant said, nah, I can't give y'all that content. Y'all want to know why he had court coming up.
Well, you don't know. That's why. You don't know what the reason was why Young Ant did or didn't release that content, because he definitely put out some of the content because he made it known on Instagram. So that's the first mistruth that you said. Can we get a mistruth counter in the chat? Chat, do we have somebody to count the mistruths of Compton Ricc throughout this video? Because that's not an actual factual thing, brother. You have told a fib, a fable. And again, why you come onto our internet space fibbing and fabling when you have a relationship with Wack 100, who's adamantly and actively trying to get Young and Hefe accosted by the legal system, is beyond me, because Wack has already made it clear that his plan to get Young and Hefe off the streets by way of the jail cell is coming to fruition. So why Compton Ricc is now aiding and abetting to a false narrative when he's an affiliate of Wack is, interesting to see.
I did a video. I said, I don't think he's going to speak on this one. He better not speak on this one. And when he came to the internet, he didn't speak on it. It probably would have ended up in court.
But let me watch what I say, because the last time I made a video about this guy right here, I ended up with a text message at 10:30 saying, you better stop playing with me. You better stop playing with me. You better stop playing with me. Okay.
Now,
let me go get my PlayStation controller.
People are sneaking up there to Ant court dates. And y'all want to know who snuck up there to find out what was going on? And from the looks of it, Ant might be coming home next month on a bail. Let's check it out. And let's see.
So this is where the lies start. Now, is there a possibility that Young and Hefe could come home on a bail next month? For sure. He's not asking for no bail or to come home for free. He's asking for a bail reduction. So just before we get into this Kantiana, he's asking for a bail reduction. But what Trap Lord Ross will also explain is when asking for a bail reduction, you could be subject to a bail increase, which means that, yes, they could take it lower, but they can also bring it higher. So why he, again, put this as he's free is not really clear, because that's sensationalizing the situation and telling a mystery.
Is that coming home next month? This who went to court right here, man. Trap Lord Ross. Let's get to it.
All right, folks, so I'm back outside at the courthouse in downtown LA. We are here once again, but this time I'm not here for the David trial. We're here for something different today from the No Jump universe. I've got an update on the Ant Hefe situation. I came down to see Ant Hefe's court date in person. There were some very interesting updates. There was some very, very, very interesting details. I'm not going to lie to you. He looked very, very surprised and confused to see me in the courtroom. There were a couple of his homies in the back, and I was sat just in front of them. I got to the courtroom super, super early. I've been hanging.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. He was surprised to see you in court. I know he was. Now I wonder, did they wait for you at the court and chase you all around there, tried to get the footage that you was gonna put out, whoop on you, anything like that? No, I'm just playing. But I'm gonna tell you something. If it would have been somebody, any one of us, I don't think we would have been allowed. They would have walked us up out of there.
Oh, I already know. I said in my other video, let me would have pulled my double up and showed up to that court date. Nigga, I would have got the coldest escort. Headline, Rich Trapper gets packed out at Young Ant Hefe's court date by his homies. Nigga, what? What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they would have walked us up out of there. Them homies that was in that court, they would have met us outside. Man, what y'all doing up here? But Trap Lord, he walks right up in there and get the good content, man. Give him a round of applause. Yeah. All right, let's check it out.
Hey, man, he's whiter and brighter.
Around like all morning, just waiting to see his hearing. And I'm not going to lie, he looked baffled. He looked baffled to see me in the courtroom, okay? Shout out to Ant. Hope he can resolve this situation positively. It's definitely no disrespect. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here with the public watching the trial. It was very different to the David trial. You know, there was less people in attendance in the courtroom. It was a little bit more disorganized, kind of more defendants kind of having their opportunity to kind of speak. And yeah, it was interesting. So I've got some big updates for you. So there were some rumors going around that like him and his co-defendant weren't kind of getting along or seeing eye to eye. Now, I don't know what the relationship is like, but him and his co-defendant, Johnny Gray, did come out to court together. They were let out in a blue jumpsuit, different to the orange jumpsuit that David's in. I don't know the reason for that. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments that knows about how it goes down in the LA jails. But he came out with his co-defendant, with both of their respective lawyers. It seemed like they both had...
David's in orange because he's in high power.
A different lawyer speaking for them. I don't know if that means that they're kind of, you know, dealing with their cases. They clearly weren't dealing with their cases separately because the judge came out, brought them both out together and dealt with them both.
They got their own paid lawyers. And if they both came out together, that mean they cool. This ain't the time for them to be trying to do all that, whatever they got going on. This ain't the time for none of that. They got to get along right now. Whatever they got going on. I don't know if they have an issue or not, but if they do, they got to get along. They got to play this all real well. This their life on the line.
Together, but they both had different lawyers standing over each of their shoulders, talking on their behalf. So it's not entirely clear to me exactly, you know, how much they're getting on. It didn't look like there was necessarily animosity between them, but they did have their own separate lawyers. So that was interesting. Now, before the judge actually spoke, and kind of held the hearing officially, Ant's lawyer kind of spoke to him privately for quite a long time. I couldn't hear what they were saying. They were a little bit far away from me, but they basically were talking quite a long time. This is kind of, I don't know, I hope I didn't distract him because I feel like that's when Ant sort of spotted me in the courtroom. He was kind of like, what the hell? And then, you know, he continued talking with his lawyer. They had like a little private conference.
All right, so let's stop right here.
Now, and nowhere through this, as we're listening to Trap Lord Ross, is it 4 quesadillas? Okay. To his chicken, or to his chicken and to his steak. So you just figure out half and half. My bad, I'm feeding the family, y'all. Now, no point during any of this do you hear anybody say anything about Young Ant Hefe being set free. So I'm not again sure where Compton Ricc is coming up with this dissertation at. I get where he could, you know, be twisting and manipulating words, but I don't see quite yet where anybody says anything about him going free. But let's listen a little bit more and close our mouths.
You will become content, man. You're going to become content. You see, people was going out of their way to show up to the court date. Not because they care about you. Nobody care about you. None of us, man. This is money here. This is revenue. This is finance. It's going to pay the bills, especially if the views go up. So if you on here and anything happened to you, people is going to cover. They're going to watch when Big U trial come up. When his trial come up, you're going to have every YouTuber up there with a camera, a cell phone, meta glasses. It might be some squabbles out there. It's gonna go down. That's gonna be the biggest one, man. It's gonna seem like a circus out there, man. You're gonna have people trying to sell food out there, people with tents and sleeping bags out there trying to get that content.
Talking about some of the details, I don't know exactly what was said, but there was quite a long time that they were talking. There was a lot of going back and forth. Now, he looked very, very focused. I would say that Ant looked very, very focused, very serious.
That's because he's not smoking and drinking up in there. He got to be focused up in there. Yeah, you gonna look focused.
Hey, now that LA County Jail will get will get you focused. It'll get them demons up off you for sure.
When you up in there, mind clear as hell.
Serious, you know what I mean? It's like on that third or fourth court date when I saw David, he started looking a little bit relaxed and kind of, you know, like he was getting used to his surroundings. Obviously, I know Ant has been outside for quite some time. You know, it's probably not the first time that he's dealt with some legal issues, from what I understand. But
after the athletic weekend that they just had, they need water and electrolytes.
He did look very, very serious. It looked very.
Now I can imagine that young Ant Hefe is taking this extremely serious, considering the fact that he is facing a life sentence, and a lot of people are sliding and gliding through these court dates. And like Compton Ricc did say, one thing he did say that was true is this is a revenue source. It's content, it's current news, it's current events. So should you decide that you want to catch yourself in these situations, you will be the content.
Stone-faced, he looked like he was taking this whole process very, very seriously.
He got to take it serious. His life is on the line. What are you talking about? He had to take it serious.
It wasn't a joke. He's fighting for his life, and I could really tell that. Now, what was interesting, okay, is that basically the judge kind of spoke with his counsel. They spoke about kind of.
Oh, this is the part about the bail right here. And again, if anywhere in this you hear somebody say that young Ant Hefe has gotten a bail and he's about to go free, please let me know. But to me, it just seems like Compton Ricc is, again, just sensationalizing and for his own benefit and to the detriment of young Ant Hefe, propaganda, making this into propaganda. Again, he is on the team of WAC 100. We know that WAC 100 and young Ant Hefe are not seeing eye to eye right now. So it just makes you wonder what would possess Compton Ricc to come onto the internet and tell such a salacious story. You feel me?
The situation that was going on. And basically they said that, I think they said initially there was going to be another date, sort of a follow-up date on August the 4th. But it's now been set for August the 6th. And what's really interesting is basically Ant's lawyer said that additional discovery had been provided. It sounded like it was a video clip. I know there's a video clip and a still image that allegedly shows Ant at the scene of this incident, next to a white Range Rover with some distinctive clothing. It seems like perhaps that, in addition to like even more things, have been provided. Ant and his legal team said that they wanted some more time to go over discovery. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of information that they needed to go over.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Or a speedy trial, try to speed it up so they can't get no more evidence. So let's see what else he got to say.
So they set the August 6th date for the next hearing. Now, what was very interesting, they said right now, the bail conditions that he was offered, obviously he hasn't made bail yet, but there was a big $1 million plus bail that was basically on the table. That's not been changed. That's set to stand right now. But, okay, they said that they need more time to look at this discovery, and it was very interesting. They said specifically, Ant and his legal team, they were asking for permission to have a laptop brought to him in jail so that he could actually watch and review the new discovery that had been provided. Again, I don't know if that's that video clip that's been searched.
Wait a minute, hold up. Bring who a laptop in jail? Let me wind that back.
Now, here's the thing about this. Compton Ricc will say it like, again, it's sensationalizing, it's a propaganda. Compton Ricc has done enough time in the penitentiary system to know that when you have somebody bring a laptop in from jail, they're not actually bringing you a laptop in from jail. They're not actually bringing you in into your jail cell, so to speak. It's more of a situation where the laptop, go lay down. Go. Leave the dog where she's at. Go lay down. Take her into the room. Go lay down. It's more of a situation where you'll be pulled into a private setting to where, certain situations will be made presented to you on a laptop. You know what I'm saying? So, again, for Compton Ricc to play this situation like, oh, yeah, he's going to bring him a laptop to his cell. Either Compton Ricc is, again, just sensationalizing and pushing propaganda, or you guys probably shouldn't trust him as a news source because he thinks that you can actually get a laptop sent to you to your jail cell. So I'm not sure, again, if he's going for the sensationalizing route, the tabloid route, the more entertainment, less fact route. But if he does, in fact, think that you can get a laptop sent to your jail cell, again, you don't want to trust him as a street source. And if he knows that that's not true, you don't want to trust him as a reliable source. What's up, Boss Renegade? Because he's clearly capping you down.
I hear that right. I know they didn't say he bring no laptop in jail. I ain't gonna get a laptop in. Let's see what's going on.
More time to look at this discovery, and it was very interesting. They said specifically, Ant and his legal team, they were asking for permission to have a laptop brought to him in jail so that he could actually watch and review the new discovery that had been provided.
I thought he would say so he could watch YouTube. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
Again, I don't know if that's that video clip that's been circulating or whether there's more video footage.
Again, do you want to follow somebody who thinks that in the middle of somebody going to trial for murder, they want the laptops to not look at evidence, but to look at YouTube? This is the person who you take for a trusted news source? So you mean to tell me, with all the street experience Compton Ricc has, he thinks that young Ant Hefe, who's fighting for his life as he's fighting a body with an over $1 million bill, wants a laptop to look at YouTube, not to actually go over the evidence of his case? Got it.
Or maybe other, digital evidence that he wants to look over. But as I say, he's basically asked to have a laptop brought to his cell. So
boy, he get that laptop up in there, so he get that laptop up in there and they got a camera on it. He back in the game for real. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Well, I don't think they'd do that. Now, if the DA was giving him a laptop, he'd be in trouble. But if he
now, again, listen to the seriousness of this conversation. This man genuinely thinks that young Ant Hefe had the chance of getting the laptop into his jail cell. Really listen to the seriousness of his voice. And this is who you guys want to trust to guide you. This is who you guys want to trust to lead you. This is who you want to trust as a reputable news source. I mean, come on, guys. This man thinks that young Ant Hefe is going to be allowed to sit in his jail cell with a laptop. Oh, well, Trap Lord Ross said. This man thinks that young Ant Hefe is going to be able to sit in his jail cell with a laptop. And then don't let it have a camera on it. He'll be making some good content. Are you serious, bro? This is our elder statesman. Got it.
He get that laptop, he back in the game.
You see what I mean when I say, there's just so many mistruths coming from this guy, and he'll have you guys thinking that things are going in a way that they just aren't going. So he starts off by saying young Ant Hefe is free. Do you really want to trust the opinion and the thought process of somebody who thinks that young Ant Hefe is going to end up with a laptop in his cell? Come on, man.
He's going to be on here all day, all night, live, every day.
That he can actually review the evidence and review the discovery and kind of get to the bottom of what's going on with that. So I thought that was very interesting. It sounds like that wouldn't be a problem. But again,
it's crazy because Trapdoor Ross tells him what the laptop is for. He's just not listening because he's so caught up in his excitement of trying to make this video.
But if he get that laptop, he back in the game. He's going to be on here all day, all night, live, every day.
That he can actually review the evidence and review the discovery.
Boom. So he can review the evidence in the discovery. Like, I'm not sure what this guy's talking about.
And kind of get to the bottom of what's going on with that. So I thought that was very interesting. It sounds like that wouldn't be a problem. But again, obviously it's different to the other case that I've been covering, but clearly there's a lot of digital evidence that needs to be reviewed in this situation. And, they're going to have to accommodate that. They're going to have to make it possible so that he can get a laptop inside his cell so that he can review the digital discovery so he can see what's going on. And I would like to know if that is in addition, if that's more discovery than we initially have been seeing circulate on social media. There's a video, I think it's on somebody's membership right now, okay? I don't know if it's publicly available. I've seen it kind of screenshots of it on Instagram. But, there is some footage allegedly from the discovery that's going around that purports to show somebody that's allegedly Ant with.
And it's crazy because he'll say it's on somebody's membership because he wants you guys to go figure out who it is so you guys can expose it.
Some distinctive, chain clothing, all sorts of things. Next to the white Range Rover that was allegedly at the scene.
Wait a minute, hold up. So you mean to say there is some footage that's on somebody's membership that they're using right now in court? If that's the case, then they got everything else.
That's what that would mean, Compton Ricc. That's exactly. I'm so glad that you're able to ascertain that. Look at you using that big old smart brain of yours. You got to be the smartest this for sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, man. This internet had you twisted up like a pretzel. If that's what he said,
And that's what we've seen so far. That doesn't necessarily prove that he did anything that he's going to.
He ain't did. Man, let the man out of jail, man. If they had something on him, they wouldn't even be trying to give him a laptop. Man, let that man out so he get back out here and take care of his.
If they had something on him, they wouldn't even be trying to give him a laptop. No, my friend, that is called due process, where you are allowed to face your accuser and the evidence presented against you. It has nothing to do with anything having something against you or not having something against you and all that kind of stuff. That is actually not legally how the situation goes about. That is not actually not legally how the situation works itself out. So again, we do understand that you're having a hard time keeping up with the rest of the class right now, but the information that you are giving is less than accurate and less than sufficient. Man, you got to be the smartest in the class every chance you get.
And get guilty.
Kids, this is why education is important. You're watching in real time the importance of education.
By any means at all, but that is what's
reading comprehension is one thing. Listening comprehension is a whole nother thing.
Circulating. So it does sound like him and his team do want an opportunity to review that plus other evidence, all digital evidence. But there were other big things that were updated. So they basically said, okay, that they're going to have this next hearing. At the moment, it's set for August the 6th. I think they said there was initially a date that was set for August the 4th. They're moving that around. They want some more time to review everything. So it's less than a month, but it's like a good few weeks from now. But what I did find interesting is basically they said, both Ant and Johnny, they requested that they could have a bail hearing at the next.
So this is the part that you really have to pay attention to, because they both requested a bail hearing, and Young and Hefe's bail hearing, according to Trap Lord Ross, came extremely, for lack of better words, last minute. You know what I'm saying? Kind of came as a humbug. But when the reality of the situation strikes, you'll be able to hear it. Let me just go ahead and close my mouth.
Court date, so on August the 6th. Now, what was interesting about that is that it did seem a little bit like during that time, maybe him and Johnny weren't on the same page as their strategy, because it seemed like Johnny's lawyer asked first if he could basically get the bail review at the August 6th date. The judge approved that, and then there was kind of like a little bit of a moment, and it almost seemed like maybe the judge wasn't sure if they were on the same page. And then the judge basically asked the judge basically asked Ant's legal team, do you also want a bail review on August the 6th? And they kind of had a little moment, and they were like, yeah, we do. It almost felt a little bit like they were kind of like, I don't know if they felt blindsided, but they just kind of like, the way that they were speaking was sort of like, yeah, we do. Like the two different lawyers over each defendant's shoulder kind of speaking separately. Again, it was just unclear whether they're...
So again, listening to this situation, at no point in Trap Lord Ross's statement do you hear him say that Young and Hefe is to be set free. Let's continue.
It wasn't clear to me that they were totally in it together. They weren't having the same lawyer, but also they weren't going against each other. They weren't.
Man, now they not gonna go away. Man, they want to get up out of there, man. They want. Now y'all wonder why Ant dropping all this content. He's saving this money up to get up out of there. He trying to get some bail money, some lawyer money. He trying to get this bread. He ain't caring about nothing.
Well, Compton Ricc, you just said that he was free in your title. So if you said that he was free in your title, it wouldn't make sense for him to have to be saving money, because according to your title, he's free. According to your title, he's on his way home and all that kind of stuff. So those statements don't really add up to what you're saying. Like, I hear you. I hear you. And, you know, I'm noticing what you're doing and what you're saying, but the logic is just not logicking, brother. So I'm just not sure what's going on.
What y'all talking about? He trying to get this paper, man. They gave him a bail. He going to bail up out. His YouTube is going to take care of that. I bet you that.
Cause it, like, it wasn't like they were adversarial in any way from what.
YouTube is going to take care of that. I bet trying to get this paper, man. They gave him a bail. He going to bail up out. His YouTube.
They gave him a bail. Do you hear how Compton Ricc is giving you guys wrong information? Young and Hefe actually has not had any stipulations or has not had any adjustments made to his bail. He has a bail, yes. He has a standing bail of over $1 million. That's what he's going through right now. That standing bail of over $1 million is what he wants to get modified and get dropped down to a lesser charge or to a lesser number. That way the bail could be sufficient enough for him to be able to take care of, you know, with the streets and all that kind of stuff. As of right now, Compton Ricc is making it seem as if he didn't have a bail and now he has one, which is actually not the case at all. So I'm not sure if his level of comprehension is just not there. I'm not sure if that maybe, you know, Traveler Ross is just moving a little bit too fast for him and he can't quite keep up with the rest of us. But I just wanted to be extremely clear that the way that is being presented is, again, as if Young and Hefe had no bail and now he does in fact have one, when in fact he had a bail that was over $1 million. And he is asking for that bill to be dropped to a lower number that is, again, more manageable.
YouTube is going to take care of that. I bet you that.
Cause it, like, it wasn't like they were adversarial.
And here's the thing, too. If his funds were able to be taken care of right now by way of YouTube and all that, he'd already be out. It wouldn't be a situation that he's in now where he is, trying to ascertain his freedom.
In any way, from what I could see. Now, what was very, very interesting and unfortunate is that when the judge basically signed off that they were going to be able to have...
Now, listen to what Trap Lord Ross said. This is what's very unfortunate. Again, contradicting to everything that Ricc has been saying.
The bail hearing in the next court date, she did warn them. She became very, very serious, and she basically said, I have to warn you, due to the statute, due to this being a murder case, due to this being so serious, be careful, because it's possible that at that hearing, you might be trying to get a lesser bail, you might be trying to make your bail, but she's saying the crime is so serious that there is always a possibility that when it comes to that hearing, we might revoke bail, we might say no bail, we might move it to say, no, actually, this is so serious, you want to try and get a bail hearing, but we're actually going to give you no bail, no possibility of bail at this point. And, they accepted that. I mean, it wasn't really a debate.
Now, listen to that. So instead of Compton Ricc saying Young and Hefe is free, a more appropriate title would have said Young and Hefe needs a bail hearing and could be set free or could have his bail removed. However you should word that. But I'm not sure again. Well, I am sure. But again, this is just misinformation. It's a lot of these guys just giving pure misinformation about the situation.
Man, listen here, man. If they come up on the bail and get bailed out, cool. If not, then hey, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. They're going to have to just sit up in there and fight. That's it, man.
So do you hear like his level of, like the highest, like from what you're listening, does it sound like he's not really sure what's going on because he's just pretty much contradicting what's actually being said? It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I guess listening is hard, but man, it is what it is. It's crazy, right? Because that's like, yeah, like I don't know, man. Compton Ricc gives me a lot of moments where I just kind of just stop and just kind of like, what? He leaves me speechless a lot because the level of intelligence here is just so minute, and it's just like, But all right, man. We gonna continue on, chat. Real spill. What's the deal? Let's continue on to this content, man. Cause I'm not sure. I'm not even sure about this guy at this point. It just the level of idiocy. The level of idiocy. All right, let's get into this.
You didn't even know if this was his cousin or not. What?
Talking about, man, we counted money every day, all day. We just deposited 3 checks from the Baton Rouge show, the OKC show.
Why is Charleston White sitting here with his titties out?
The New Orleans, man, I'm talking about all I'm doing is putting checks in the bank.
This man want to be Birdman so bad. I swear, bro, you would think this dude got Jay-Z money, bro. This is crazy. You didn't even know if this was his cousin or not. What?
Charleston White probably has never met this woman, probably don't know this woman. It's probably
because Flacco's trying to hide the fact that Charleston White accosted his cousin. They saying that Charleston White essayed his cousin, but it's interesting because Flacco does have a history of making friends with people with these types of allegations. Remember there was a situation where DJ Academics said that to that little boy, and he got put off Twitch because he said something about that little boy, and that was crazy. And everybody acts like that didn't happen when DJ Academics didn't tell a little boy to, perform adult activities on another man. That happened. There was a situation where Flacco himself got mad at somebody online and told him, "I will R-word your daughter," knowing that the daughter was 15, 14 years old, something like that. "I'll F your daughter," something like that. He said, either he said, "I'll R-word your daughter," or "I'll F your daughter," something to the effect of that happened. And now he is defending Charleston White, who has allegations upon him that he accosted and essayed his cousin when he was 18 years old, and the cousin was allegedly 14 to 12 between 12 and 14 years old. So let's get into this, man. This is OG Murder. Shout out to OG Murder. Make sure y'all follow him. You know what I'm saying? OG Murder Reactions. Make sure y'all show him some love. Let's get into this.
probably nonsense.
Where have you been, bro? He said that wasn't his cousin.
I don't even know that girl. I don't know her. I ain't never seen her. I don't have no relatives with that last name. I swear to God.
But his mama did a Tasha K interview, and she cleared that up.
Her mother had a situation that I helped her mother with this girl's kids.
Where you been at?
The numbers went up when I started saying, man, let's count the money. Then so I noticed you can get engagements off counting money. Cause it's gonna be I'm talking about the comment section go crazy when you start doing this. Y'all just taught me and showed me something. This is what you call game.
Have a void on this clown Goofy, please. Have a void on this clown Goofy, please. Of the people. Say, bro, let me show y'all what Charleston White really think about black people.
Well, we know what Charleston White thinks about black people. There's nothing new.
Let's break this clown down.
10 toes down, 2 palms up. Nigga, I'm talking about, man, we counted money every day, all day. We just deposited 3 checks from the Baton Rouge show, the OKC show, the New Orleans, man. I'm talking about all I'm doing is putting checks in the bank.
Bruh, is he serious right now? Say, bruh, you got allegations of sexual abuse going against you. And you think that black people so simple-minded that you could just flash some money and we supposed to forget all about.
Well, some black people are that simple-minded, I'm not gonna lie.
Shalandra Price, you flashing all this money, bro. Like they got some of us that know where that money come from. See, when you flash that money, you think black people supposed to idolize you. You think they supposed to be amazed. No, bro, they got some of us who really in tune with our spirit and we know what's going on with the goings-ons and we know where that money come from. We know that money come from you disrespecting King Von and Julio and Kobe Bryant and people like that. We understand that money come from you helping to set Carmelo Anthony up to get 35 years. We don't care.
Charleston White did not set that boy up to get 35 years.
Yeah, bro.
Think Charleston White has that kind of influence, you are a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Money can't pull you out of everything. Money can't pull you out of sexual abuse.
Now, did he say some disheartening things? For sure. But if you think Charleston White set that boy up to go to jail, you're crazy.
And the show ain't gonna make us forget what you did to Carmelo Anthony. Man, stop it.
I'm talking about, man, I'm doing everything you want to do, can't do, wish to do, and what I would like to do. And I'm doing it with class, style, and grace. Ain't no other from the internet waking up, spread money like Pooh Shiesty did when he came home. Man, living like this, you want to, you wish you could. Say, man, hey, man, and I first start that OnlyFans, so y'all stay tuned.
If Charleston White starts an OnlyFans, crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, still, Charleston White did not help get that boy put in jail, bro. Charleston White's testimony, Charleston White's statements, nothing of Charleston White was used in that case against that little boy. Now, in the court of public opinion, that's a different situation. But Charleston White don't got no room, rhyme, reason, leverage with a district attorney, prosecutor's office, a Department of Justice, nothing like that. Was he tasteless? For sure. Did he say some things that I don't agree with? Definitely. But Charleston White didn't help put nobody in jail. You don't see him on any documents, on any arrest warrants, on any statements, on any witness stands, nothing of the sort.
Count it on the head, Charlie. Count it on the head. Count it. I can't even.
If the family chose to, last thing I'm gonna say is this: if the family chose to follow Charleston White instead of a lawyer, then the family is slow, and the family did everything in their power to get their baby locked up. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. If my child's life is on the line, I'm not dependent on Charleston White. So if he was working with the family, he chose representation and coached the family through the situation. That's their fault for putting their baby's life in Charleston White's hand. The family watched that baby then. The family watched it. What that sound like to you? He said it's Charleston White's fault Carmelo Anthony went to jail because he helped the family choose representation and all that kind of stuff. Charleston White is a stranger. If my child is fighting for his life and I depend on Charleston White and it goes wrong, I wash my baby away, not Charleston White. Why the hell am I dependent on Charleston White to save my kid?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's stupid. That's stupid. And it's Charleston White. The Charleston was green. Okay, the family was green. They didn't know no better. Now you making excuses for people making stupid decisions. Sorry, Real Spill. You're not helping at all. You just but the family was green. But. My nigga, we not giving out BBLs. We don't need to hear about butts. We not giving out BBLs. We don't need to hear about butts, my boy. We're We need to hear about the facts of the case and the facts about what happened.
See what you're talking about, because I'm trying to make sure the money real. I'm trying to see if y'all make sure that money. Okay, there go.
Yes,
Bro, I ain't lying, bro. This dude be making some of the most irrelevant lives ever, bro. What do this got to do with anything, bro? Like, I'm going to just be real with you. First of all, Charleston, let's not act like OG Murder ain't the one who walked away from the $100,000 for you. Like, that's first things first. Like, so that lets you know the money don't move me, dog.
I hate to sound like a hater, but somehow I just don't think that this nigga walked away from 100,000 anything. I don't. Oh man, the money don't move me. I have a hard time believing you walked away from 100,000 anything.
Secondly, I'm gonna just be real with y'all.
And you know, this is always, I ain't saying this about OG Murder. Nothing against him. I'm talking about, you know, everybody else, but the shoe fit, wear, whatever. Have you ever noticed that it's always the niggas that look the dustiest and who never have that? They're always like, man, I walked away from $100,000. I walked away from $1 million. It's always the niggas with the least amount, always showing that they walked away from the most, but they have nothing to show for anything else in life. Crazy.
Me personally, when I see somebody who I know an informant with that kind of money, the first thing I do is think it's show money. Y'all do know that the feds do that, right? Like, you know, when they trying to set people up to get busted, they give them some show money. Like when they doing the deal, they let them get the show money and put it in a briefcase. They never gonna really give it to the people. It's just money to make you feel comfortable so they could get the bus. So it ain't nothing for them to go in the evidence room and give you some money to flaunt. But your lifestyle don't really be reflecting all the money that you be showing. This man want to be Birdman so bad. I swear, bro, you would think this dude got Jay-Z money, bro. This is crazy.
Let's stop his cash flow. You can't stop the cash flow. You can't stop the rain.
Boring. Oh, my God, bro. You a one-trick pony, bro. Are you going to answer any real questions? Like, are you just gonna sit your—
All right, we get it. OG Murder doesn't like Charleston White. We get it. Hey, real spill. You having a real sympathetic moment to the losing side tonight, aren't you? You real committed to the losers tonight, aren't you? Oh man, real spill. You all right, bro? Normally you on point, man. You in rare form today, real spill. Excuse me, I'm drilling horchata. Real spill. You good? You cool, man? You all right? Normally you want to win a team, bro. You got a real infinity towards losers tonight. This is unlike you. You got a real infinity towards losers tonight. This is unlike you. All right, hey man, if that's your lived truth, man, I ain't here to argue with your lived experience, man. That's the great thing about conversations, opposite opinions. You feel me? Let's make conversations great. I think one way, you think another way. It's unlike you, though, to be so attached to the losing side. Very unlike you.
On Goofy from 8 Trade Gangster just gets off on him and things go way left. This is part 2 of Big U hits the Crip module and crashes out. Also, Rockhead, the OG from Santana Block in question, pulls up.
I had just got the 4800. I hadn't never even seen nobody from no other gangs. And like I said, what I had did to them dudes in the day room was kind of like my mentality. So we coming from Child one day, I see Goofy from A-Trade Gangster. I don't even know Goofy is from A-Trade. All I remember him is from Horseman. We all went to Horseman together. And I'm talking to him. He tell me where he from. And it was my first time really hearing somebody say that. I get off on him. And when I get off,
Were you talking about the Damian Porter voice?
Off on him, we square up, and the police make us go lock up. So they like, then we go to they called me to go to visit. When we go to visit, they put me on the chain with Raton from Maytrey. And we going up the escalator, homie. We just talking about that the other day. I had kicked him. I leaned down and hit him with a hook kick on the escalator. And the police rushed me and was talking crazy to me. And then we went from there. So when we get back to the module, they like calling all the homies to come down to the shower. Saying they gonna put.
What you smiling for? I saw you weak and soft. I saw you weak and soft.
What up, fool?
Now let's get that other half of the story, right?
Yo, Rocc here. Look at the little guy.
That's the little guy you was talking about.
Yeah.
So Rocc here.
Imagine being chained to somebody and they hook kick you. What?
Big U was telling us about when he met you. All that CCO, go work out, clean up shit, right?
I did all that? Yes, you did.
And
You
he
did all
said
of this
your
clean up.
story different from his. So that's why I wanted you to surprise him. Let's hear your side of the story of when you met Big U in 4800.
I first saw you in 4800. You was holding somebody's head like this, and you was pounding on it.
That was 3 days later, though.
But look, you was pounding on him. I mean, dude couldn't even fight back, didn't want to fight back. He just gave in. And I said, what you doing, dude? What the fuck you doing? I mean, it's like having sex with a girl.
Was you coming back from with you was coming back from with who was Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you already had been there. You already had made them work out. Then they moved you to the other side. When you had all this coming through
But we
praise.
talking about when I met you, though.
That's what
That
we're
was the
talking
that was the day. That was in there.
Okay.
When they all came through. Let me tell you, these niggas, when this nigga came to 4800, all them niggas who was running 4800 all changed.
Right.
All the niggas, you know, should I say their names? When this nigga, and I didn't know who he was. Like I said, I didn't know like who he meant to the Crip car. I'm a young nigga, I'm only 18. And then when he got in there, he seemed too old to remember. He made all them niggas start working out.
He too old to remember?
Yeah, he made all them niggas start working out. He had them niggas in the back doing cadence. Because it was the first time I heard a nigga say machine in motion. I hadn't even heard that before. I never heard.
And that machine in motion shit is sick. I remember when I heard that shit for the first time. The hell is these niggas talking about? Machine in motion. And they start chanting and all that kind of stuff over the tier and wooty bam this and wooty bam that, and all the old gangbangers start old gang banging, and you looking like, what the hell is going on here?
Until I heard you, till you had them doing it in the day. I was like, George, you down there? What I'm saying? Nah, but I'm watching these niggas, you know what I'm saying? And you had them niggas working out. You was talking about clean.
And of course, machine in motion is just a workout when everyone is together, the brothers are together, you know, a group of individuals doing burpees more than likely. And machine in motion, it just means that, you know, you run in place as you're doing your burpees, or as the burpees are on the other crew or whomever's next to you, whatever. You just stay in motion at all times with the machine being the workout. Machine in motion, so you just stay in motion with the machine at all times. So again, this is Rockhead. This is OG Rockhead from Santana Block, Compton, Crip, that just pulled up and surprised Big U.
Now, this is part 2 of an interview where Big U broke down how basically he was running the jail, running the dorms, running the situation within the LA County jail system, and he was basically putting down his demo. If you wasn't with the program, you wasn't with the situation, then it wasn't going to work for you.
Right here during this interview, this is Kev Mac video. Shout out to Kev Mac interviewing Big U here some years ago, just bringing you all some history. As I said, in part 1, I speak about the county jail often and the brutality of the Los Angeles County Jail. It's not to be overstated. You cannot overstate it. And perhaps people may think that sometimes I do. This is just to let you know, that I'm not. So Big U was detailing what goes on in that Los Angeles County Jail. Particularly at that time, it was much more vicious at that time than it is now, but it is still extremely dangerous. So this is Rockhead, who is an OG, and he is either from one of the head individuals at that time, anyway, in the CCO and the Blue or the Blue Notes, Crip organization there in prison. And so when he hits the Los Angeles County Jail, when he hits 4800, as Big U is detailing, he can't understand how come everyone is, deferring to Rockhead and bowing down to him, if you will, even the individuals who are some individuals in there.
Because there's always somebody bigger than the program. And if there's somebody who ain't bigger than the program steps into somebody who's bigger than the program, they're going to understand how the program is one thing, never fair.
That are really about that life, they're still deferring to this individual as soon as he walk in. Big U, he's being hard-headed. He's 18 years old. He can't understand why this dude is getting all of this respect. Yeah, well, there's a reason.
Cleaning up, you was like, and you was telling them about how when you get to the pen, you gonna have to be clean, you gonna have to do this, you can't be spitting in the sink. He was the first person I heard say all that shit.
Rockhead, what made you feel like you was in charge?
Nigga, I'm Joe Rockhead, nigga. I didn't ask for it, but I'm Joe Rockhead.
So you just walked in and just took over?
I'm Joe Rockhead.
Okay, give me a definition
what more
of
do
Joe
you
Rockhead.
want, man? What?
I need
Say-
further
Hey,
definition.
look.
No,
my mama, they
You
gave
walked
me
in, you walked into a lion's den,
Huh?
and there was plenty soldiers up in there, was plenty gladiators, there was plenty
But
people
what was
up in there.
what was the Lions Den? That was-
4,800.
No, not to me.
No, he ain't lying.
Hey, so not to me.
He ain't exaggerating. Them niggas bowed down
No,
like
not like that. I see. Think
It
about
was
it.
like that.
He keeps saying they bowed down.
they
to
did. I'm telling you. He want to be modest. I swear to God, on my life. On my life.
I like
This
Big
nigga-
U's version.
When this nigga walked in, I mean, I had already been there. I've been there for like about a week, and
Well,
they
let me ask
couldn't
you a
move us
question.
in no cell.
What happened in the holding tank when you had like 14 people from eight different neighborhoods, and they all wanted to beat you up?
Shit, that was every time I went to.
No, but we was all shackled down. When I walked in, they was all talking about getting you. Said I fight 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah, that was.
And you didn't believe him.
That was every time I went to court.
I know, but it was new to me.
Yeah, every time I went
And
to
I thought
court.
everybody was new to me, but you was
Yeah.
kind of shocked when I spoke up. Like hell no.
Because I'm like, soon as I get these chains on, we all finna get out.
And I said,
So-
no,
Yeah,
one or 2 at a time. That's what he gonna get.
Yeah,
I said, ain't nobody else gonna jump in.
give me 3 of them at a time, and I got
said,
this.
what you want? He said, I want 3. I'm like, and that's what made me gravitate.
Okay, you
to
added his
him.
number because you told me 2.
2. I said 2. No, he said 2, 3, and 4. No, he said he wanted to fight. He'd fight 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah.
And then I said, no. When I spoke, I said, I ain't gonna jump on homeboy. I said, how many you want to fight? He said, I want 2. That I remember. I want 2. And I'm like, and I was impressed because he was young, he was skinny. He ain't skinny.
All right, man. So that's that, man. I'm gonna let y'all catch the rest of this on Damian Porter's page, but the conversation about how big you was running at Giselle. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And y'all know it's red dots on the left. You know the rest. Everybody, here we go. All right, chat. How my chat in? Chat in. Let me see what else we got. Let's see.
Team in there. 100 SKD is possibly trying to get Uber Gumby to testify against Big U. I said, bro, how did he?
I don't even know what that means. Who said I got to be out of town? Nigga.
No, you know that's my man.
Wack is trying to get Hoover Gumby to testify against Big U. Okay, let's see where this goes.
See, that's what I'm. See, this why Rich, I be looking at you and Chuck crazy. That type of shit, bro. Like if
Bro,
a nigga did that and Ken was part of my room, I'm on it. Hey, bro.
Bro, I asked him. I said, bro, what the? I was like, well, how do you get? Where do you get that? Where do you get
Out
that
of
from,
town
bro? I'm like,
bozo.
but then,
Big U was probably over there terrorizing them niggas.
are you saying that I'm doing? Because I was over there talking to the woman too. She just talking about she was at a party and she had a few drinks. She sat down on the curb. She didn't know the nigga, and they start talking. How is that getting somebody to testify, bro?
Yeah, but listen, this the thing. SKG ain't even in Big UK. So what is he talking about? Nigga, this shit that happened with SKG, bro, we talking. Nigga, what, 20?
You know, it's crazy because this guy right here is all through Big U's paperwork. This guy right here, SKG might not be in there.
10?
Yeah.
This man right here, oh yeah, he's in the paperwork.
Nigga, but again, that's what I tell dude. You's an out-of-town bozo who think you be reading shit and you don't even know what the fuck you read. You don't even know what you hearing.
I didn't get that.
SKG is not in the RICO. What the? Because Hoover Gumby got to do it, ain't that?
Yeah, that didn't make no sense. I was like, well, maybe that was a clickbait shit. Because I asked him, I said, man, what is that, bro? I'm like, that don't make no sense.
I mean, here go the thing. Here go why he's a weirdo. Is you gonna report on Big U snitching on SKG? Call the police on the
Well, you're in his paperwork named as a victim, so are we gonna talk about that? Because that's the thing.
send him to jail. I'm the one. I was live, nigga, when it was happening, streaming it.
Nah, you was on FaceTime with her because she called you.
Went out. You want me to drop the charges, come to the hood, catch the fade? Y'all forgot? He pressed
Yeah, I
charges.
remember that.
The police came up to the room, and the security of the hotel said, "Ma'am, we are not pressing charges against you. Has nothing to do with us. That man over there is
We saw the video. That's actually not what happened in the video, but okay.
pressing charges himself."
So
Straight up.
look, because I did some content on when you went live with Hoover Gumby, right? And at the end of the day, all Hoover Gumby wanted was in to try to do something. And he was making some decisions on some shit that was happening that wasn't even happening. It was only happening in his mind.
Bro, that nigga was making all that up. That nigga said you and Big U came together to keep the...
Now, Gumby did kind of put his foot in his mouth. I ain't gonna lie. Gumby did kind of make a very interesting claim that did not have any truth to.
Hoovers out. Nigga, what? Keep the Hoovers out. Nigga, first of all, I'm the only nigga got Hoover D and Big U on the phone to talk ever in life. Let's start there. Second of all, P-Rail nigga had Tiger, nigga, who was on fire at the time.
But what about Quincy? What about Schoolboy Q?
That's a fact. I don't know what are you talking about, homie?
Yeah, because
who kept what Hoover out, nigga? What are you talking about? Then again, like, dude, like, and I hate to say it, I love to say it, this why I don't give a fuck about no gangbanger, no dumb, stupid ass street nigga. I don't get, because they think like that, and it makes entirely no sense.
Yeah, that was crazy. Because when you asked him why you say that, he said, I didn't say it like that. But damn, bro, you said you had concrete information that said I was the reason why this man is in jail. But now when I ask you directly, face to face, or at least on the phone,
ain't nothing.
Now that situation is extremely outrageous and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna just say when it comes to this whole situation, number one, I'm not gonna say that Wack has ever tried to accost the Hoovers. That never happened. If that's ever happened, I 100% missed that. I don't know what he's talking about. But when it comes to anything else, you know, it's just a bunch of flu, flaring, skullduggery, and larceny at this point. This whole space that we're in is full of flams have been flued and skulls have been dug. Straight up.
Monster ain't told you that. So here go your thing, Gumby. You dumbass niggas think that I'm like y'all. I'm not. Sorry, I'm nothing like y'all. So what you do is the same basic shit you think niggas is doing. Like you think, yeah, Monster Wack fucking with Monster. Wack was doing some weed shit. I'm moving some work too, like him. This is what's in your dumbass mind. Cause
what's in your dumbass mind is funny.
You think this with everybody. You right. Majority of the niggas, that's what they do.
Because sometimes a lot of people do have things within their dumb double minds.
Wrong, nigga. Monster ain't never gonna tell you that, nigga. Cause I ain't never did nothing but book a motherfucking artist at his club. Any nigga know me, know. If you mention anything got to do with any type of drug around Wack, nigga, he's gonna get the away from you, block you, and never talk to you in life. Period.
Now, that's one thing he does seem consistent on. Wack does tell a lot of lies, but it seems like he's very afraid of being around people who are yug yaffing. He doesn't want to be around any yug yaffers.
All you gotta do is approach me with that shit, and nigga, I'll never talk to you again in life. Any nigga know me gonna tell you that. But see, in Gubby's head, oh yeah, he dibbling dabbling. Because that's what he'll be doing.
Because he thinking that everybody got to eat like that.
He think everybody do. I said, look, bro, nigga ain't no Monster ain't told you no dumbass shit like that. I said, nigga, do you not know? I didn't even know Monster knew Big U or Big U knew Monster. I've never in my life seen Big U and Loose Cannon together. Big U and Monster together. Monster, Loose. I've never seen these people together in my life.
Have you ever seen Monster?
It's crazy how you'll say you've never seen Big U and Loose Cannon together, but yeah, you were so adamant that everything Loose Cannon was saying about Big U was factual. Now you're saying that you've never seen these people together. Doesn't really add up, but okay.
Brick Baby around Big U?
I've never seen Brick Baby in my life. I've never seen Brick Baby
You never
come
seen
around Big
Brick
U.
Baby in your life?
Listen, never.
Imagine having all this information about these people and then be like, no, I've never been around them in my life. Well, then how did you have so much to say about these individuals?
Ever, I've never seen Brick Baby in my life. And I'm telling you, I'm talking about 6-0 funerals, Sandman. I'm talking about, nigga, large events. I'm talking about celebrity.
You weren't around like that, brother. Let's not. We can do a lot, but we don't have to do the most. we can do a lot, but we don't have to do the most. You feel me?
Basketball games at Crenshaw High. I'm talking about the office on Slauson and Crenshaw, the office on 43rd.
You talking about the never mind.
Chris, I've never seen no Brick Baby heard it in my life. I said, nigga, you ain't. I'm talking about that nigga's backyard, the living, all the shit we was doing, nigga, the events, the tours. I've never seen you, bro. And then they said, well, Whack, the nigga was in Atlanta. He wasn't even out here. You right. I'm telling you, I never seen this nigga. Never even heard of this nigga. And it used to be 50 of them little niggas. Nephew called me, Bang Rocc. He said, you ain't lied. That nigga was never around us. I told nigga, he said, bro, look, Whack was all day, every day. Dude was not around us, bro.
Whack wasn't all day, every day, nothing.
I had to tell the homies on neighborhood, that nigga Whack ain't lied. This nigga was not around us, bro.
So a lot of these niggas that say they got an issue with.
So Whack's biggest claim to fame is hanging out with a group of niggas that's Crips, even though he's a Paru. Why you never? Hey, I always kind of wonder why you never hanging out with your homies. Why you got so many stories about? Why are all your stories with the 6 O's? Why are all your stories with the 6 O's? Why is everything you do with the 6 O's? Why is everything you talk about with the 6 O's? Why is all your success with the rolling 60s? Why you ain't got no success with your homies? Nobody else thinks that that's weird. Nobody else thinks that that's odd. That Whack has no success with any of his homies. All his success come with being around the rolling 60s. Interesting. Why you don't have any good time stories with your bros?
But you ain't never seen them before in your life.
Never seen them before in my life, bro. I've never seen, bro, my first time seeing Loose Cannon is when he came on No Jumper that day and showed the fake FaceTime. I had never seen him in my life.
Though that doesn't make sense because you at that point said that y'all was homies and y'all have been kicking it. So are you lying then or are you lying now? Like, because you said that y'all had been kicking it, y'all had been homies, y'all had been, locked in for years and all this and all that. So I'm just trying to figure out how, it went from being locked in for years to I never seen him before in my life. Those are two contradicting statements. You feel me? I can't really see how two of those things can end up being true. That logic don't logic to me. I'm just saying that logic don't quite logic to me, big dog.
You had never seen none of them videos that he was making.
None of I had never seen. Not anybody know me gonna tell you, Whack. If you don't send it to Whack, he don't see it.
That's not true either because you tell us about a stuff all the time that you've seen. So that's not really factual, but hey man, however you get your freak on is how you get your freak on.
Nigga, I don't be no. How am I gonna see a video of a that don't nobody know? Where I'ma see that?
Now that is true. Nobody knew Loose Cannon. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody knew Loose Cannon was a bit of a nobody when that situation came out. I ain't gonna lie. He was a nobody with nobody. You feel me? I ain't gonna front on that. I can't lie.
Real shit.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. That was real.
I be like, that's why it be weird. That's why I be like, yo, you niggas is worse than females. Y'all try to get a nigga attention and go lying, and I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen you, none of that, bro.
But you said that you knew him. You said that was your best friend. That's my best friend. You better. Ooh, you better. You said that. That is what he said. He said that him and Loose Cannon was besties. Go best friend. That's my best friend. They was on a twerk team together. Y'all niggas was on a twerk team together. Come on, bro.
On some real shit. And I'm telling you, I'm talking about banquets, funerals, weddings, hood meetings, hood got nigga. Listen, I done walked in off 59th with Crenshaw, the middle, and niggas, whatever they doing. Oh, wait, hold on. Y'all gotta hold on. I gotta holler at Whack. Whack walk in the room, shit stops.
Because they don't want you to know what they got going on because you're a cop. Because nigga, they're committing crimes and they know that you'll tell. So they was like, hold on. Chill out. Stop. When this nigga come in the room, when this nigga come around, don't give him nothing. Don't say nothing.
So what happened with Big U the other day?
I don't know what happened to the nigga. Shit, he was in a hole from with Eddie Boy. Eddie Boy keep up with it.
Yeah, Eddie Boy.
Man, Eddie Boy, that nigga crazy boy. That nigga Eddie Boy, a wild man. That nigga Eddie Boy, a wild man. He a wild man with a wild plan. That's all I'm gonna say. Eddie Boy, a wild man with a wild plan.
I guess he tried to file motions or something.
Oh yeah, they denied all them. He filed like 3 motions in March. They denied them all. They denied all them. Everybody was talking about Ricc. The judge got removed. I said, man, this nigga got 43 counts of the murder in Vegas. I don't know what you niggas talking about, bro.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit stacked up.
Hey, bro, his total time is 600 years, bro.
Sheesh.
God damn.
In the paperwork.
Reg, this nigga at Wax saying, yeah, man, Big U and them being there doing all that stuff. I come in, they go silent. Nigga, everything shut down when I walk in the room. I say, yeah, nigga, that's because you the police and they know it.
Nigga, that nigga will be 60 years old November 29th. Him and Game got the same birthday. Eddie Boy birthday the day before, November 28th. They both turned 60. Nigga be 60 years old, bro. If he got a dub, that mean he out when he's 76. And that ain't, nigga, that's some loose cannon type time. The dub, that's love for loose.
You think? Loose?
Hell yeah, that nigga got a Hobbs Act. He got a Hobbs Act robbery, my nigga, that's under a RICO tied to gang related. Now, the dub, which was really bringing love, is, remember, Loose didn't been to the pen.
Right.
So the category changes. Now you got to factor in, he got the double assault with the deadly weapon, the no jumper shit, lingering. So for him to get a dub, they say, well, we're going to just run this concurrent.
Oh, yeah, that's going to increase his points and shit.
All that, bro, man. Listen, man. I don't think niggas is understanding how serious this shit is. Man, this shit serious to the mother. Whack always been a thinker. I tell niggas all the time.
Hey, look, Whack, remember when Lucy said he was 32? Now put that other 10 to 15 on there. He been in there 2 years, so Luce 44 now.
44.
They give him a dub.
18 is 44, 54.
He's 62.
Yeah, that's love.
Sharice, she done made 4 or 5 different moves.
And niggas could have just went to work, man. Niggas could just took their ass to work, my nigga.
He's sucking out. Listen, look, bro. Somebody say, hey, Whack, on some real street shit. I said, what's up, homie? Like, on some real street shit, you was supposed to, like, been right there with Loose them, you know, when they was on the boys, no jumper. I said, you know what, bro, what I could agree with, you are absolutely right when it comes to real street shit. But unfortunately, I was at no jumper under my partnership agreement, not no street shit.
Yo, you niggas are sick. Y'all niggas are sick.
I was designated to be at the building. Now, I don't know what all them was up there doing. So you're right. If we was on some real street shit and I came up there with Loose Cannon and this kicked off, I was supposed to go with him. But unfortunately, my guy, I was there working.
He's like, I was at work and I was doing the show. This is already scheduled.
Ain't no nigga. Look, listen.
And it's crazy how Wack is saying that he didn't know Loose Cannon. He's taking away all associations with Loose Cannon. Nigga, that was your boy. Y'all was your boy. Boy. Loose Cannon was your boy. Y'all was saying, oh, boy.
Oh, everybody know Wack on Thursdays. Nigga, that's Adam and Wack show. That's we did what, 150 some episodes? I don't do Mondays. I don't do Tuesdays. I don't do Thursday.
All right, man. So that's that. We finna get up out here to the next one. This man right here is he's an actual barnacle. This man right here, he's a barnacle. He's a barnacle. Y'all know the deal, man. Y'all know the deal. It's a whack attack. It's a whack attack. It's a whack attack. Man. Reg, you feel me, my nigga? But our space is becoming like just... That's all I can say, boy. Our space, our space, our space. Our space, our space, our space, boy. That's all I can say is our space, our space. This little space of ours. 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 J Hood calls J Mac his homegirl, says beef with Young and Hefe is over. Nobody cares about Rockstar. So, that nigga was in LA. He turned down the fade. Rockstar, that is.
YouTube. New York rap.
I'll make a video about that. But I for sure got on Rockstar when he was in LA. Nothing. And Rockstar is significantly bigger than me. And that nigga's not the same size. Rockstar got way more size on me. Nothing out of that boy. Nothing out of that boy. Nothing. I'll make a video about it. That's a Friday. I'm gonna do that when so she right here, she flicking at me. What time do you get off work tomorrow? When's your late night? Wednesday? That's when you don't get home like 11? Wednesday, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all that story. Wednesday. I got y'all. I got the screenshots and everything. We're gonna have a trap shiesty. It's been a minute. Hey man, I ain't trap shiesty in a minute. Nigga. I'm gonna have a trap shiesty. Reg dog, I think it's time that we shiesty it out, bro. I think it's time that we shiesty it out, man. Because then I can talk about how Compton Ricc sent me them threatening text messages too. I can knock out two birds with one stone. Reg, what you think, bro? What you think? I think we overdue for a trap shiesty. What you think, Reg? What you think? Are you a responsible adult? Because if you're a responsible adult, then all right. But I think that we do. Yeah, shiesty back. I think it's time for a trap shiesty. I think it's time for, can I pop my ish? I'm going to make a clickbait title. YouTubers try to pack out Rich Trapper. Because it kind of is a pack out. It's 2-on-1. They both want to get out with me, so they say. Don't nobody want to do nothing, I guess. All I'm going to say is this. Really get to harassing you ninjas. Really get to, yeah, okay. It'll get uncomfortable. It'll get uncomfortable. You know what? Let me play this real quick. This is one of my favorite videos because it's so honest. This is one of my favorite songs that I've ever done.
Last week, saying that his catalog is way better than 90% of New York rappers.
What if Can be like, yo, I bet I got my best album.
You should just listen to the words. Really just listen to the words. Just listen to what I'm saying.
Been shot by Jay Woods. Pussy fucking life. I've spent the block 2 times until they drop. 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke. I never let him hold. 60 bands on my neck when I got it on. Look, niggas mad at what I said. I told them so up. Put a switch in the drum on the Glock and told it grow up. They talk tough, but when it's up, they never show up. 2 shots to make a fat nigga skinny like a glow up. 100 bags when we land and fuck the city up. 60 on my neck, it ain't no flex, bitch. My semi tucks. Rich nigga hit the Porsche and told it giddy up. Trap nigga, I'ma need to scale that way to semi trucks. Big money, hunters blue. I keep my bands tight. Trapping all day, I'm in the same clothes from last night. Bad bitch, cute face and her ass right. Put them in in her bag and put them both on the last flight. West side nigga strings blue with the switch on me. Friends come and go, but the money never switch on me. Shit, a nigga richer than your big homie. Diamond said and gold, I keep a mop on. Don't do no politicking, we just handle business. Nigga talking like he tough, so we started spinning. Lights off, no mask, I'ma ride for my niggas. 30 shots in this bitch, I'm outside with my nigga. Don't do no politicking, we just handle business. Nigga talking like he tough, so we started spinning. Lights off, no mask, I'ma ride for my niggas. 30 shots in this bitch, I'm outside with my nigga. I bet it be a party if I ever get my shit snatched. No long live nothing, get a pole and get my lick back. My niggas play ball, 100 shots at your kickback. They'll use this shit against me, tell the judges this a diss track. Diamond said it cold, now these baddies wanna do me. Lights, camera, action, grab my blower, make a movie. He was playing on the swings and I was playing Call of Duty. Now I just wanna rock out with this Glock, I feel like it was big trap money, taller, can't fit inside a coupe. I dropped the top in the foreign, now I'm shooting out the roof. I was really in a trap, you a bum and that's the proof. I'm Elmer Fudd with a stick, so if you bug, I'ma shoot. Ain't got no love for a bitch, that's what they took for me. I got a brick in the stove, I gave a young nigga a plug and told him cook for me. If you knew, you be shook at me. Cause I get tired of looking for you, shoot your session up and let your ass do no politicking, we just handle business. Nigga talking like he tough, so we started spinning. Lights off, no mask, I'ma ride for my niggas. 30 shots in this bitch, I'm outside with my nigga. We don't do no politicking, we just handle business. Nigga talking like he tough, so we started spinning. Lights off, no mask, I'ma ride for my niggas. 30 shots in this bitch, I'm outside with my niggas. Ain't got no love for a bitch, that's what they took for me. I gave my young nigga a pot and the stove and the plug. I told him cook for me. If you knew, you be shook at me. Cause I get tired of looking for you, shoot your session up and let your ass look for me. 60 bands on my neck, but I got it open. And I remember I was broke, I never let him go.
That's all I'm saying, man. You're tired of looking for you, shoot your session up and let your ass look for me. Just saying, it's way more convenient. I'm all about efficiency. Oh my God. You've known me for 11 years now. Was it 11 years now? About 11 years now. My attitude is so much better than what it was when we first met. Because you've seen me terrorize niggas way worse. Remember the Room 21 days? Man, what? Y'all think that I was bad. As she is my witness, through 100 days and 100 nights, me living on 101st in Vermont, and everybody knew what fraternity I had claimed to. Terrorizing niggas. And I laughed about it the whole way. It was so funny to me. It was so funny. Knew what? That'd be the part. Y'all niggas be all serious. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, bro. This is fun to me. This is a game. This is my version of entertainment. When these super tough ass podcast niggas and YouTube niggas get to talk about what they gonna do, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get down like this. I'm gonna get down like that. Nigga, what? Let's do it. This is fun. Nigga, I was bored anyway. I wasn't.
Album.
You just gave me something to do. Now we can play Call of Duty in real life. I love that game. I love that game. Let's go play. Whatever. I got all the loadouts. I promise you I do. I got armor. I got loadouts. I got everything. Come on, let's go. Let's play. I'm down. Let's do it. It's fun. Let's keep going, chat.
So you guys, is Jim Jones going to accept the challenge from MC Sham? Now, after calling out New York rappers last week, saying that his catalog is way better than 90% of New York rappers.
What it can be.
Now, you know what? I can say that Jim Jones might have a catalog better than 50% to 60% of New York rappers. I don't know about 90%. That's a pretty high percentage. But Jim Jones has a pretty good catalog, and I enjoy Jim Jones's music. You feel me? I'm a nigga that enjoys Jim Jones's music. I know a lot of people don't enjoy Jim Jones's music. Even when Jim Jones comes on, I'm in the car, I be doing the words. My girl be kind of looking at me like, nigga, how do you know this? Because I listen to Jim Jones. So a lot of songs in my playlist, she be looking at me like, where did you find this music? But I like listening to hustler, Yug dealer music. You feel me? So music that's motivating you to go get you some money, go get you some chili, thugging, doing hood rap things with your friends. That's me.
Be like, yo, I bet I got my best album against your best album. What album you choosing? Ooh.
I don't even be hardly remembering my records and shit.
You can't do that against Cam in the verses.
Why you can't?
You can't be forgetting like what's going on.
Got a better catalog than over 90% of the rappers out of New York City in history, I would say. Not to be like, but there's been a lot of rappers in New York, but I've got real gold records, more than one of them, like albums and shit like that. You think I got real platinum singles and shit like that. Like,
okay, now does Jim Jones have a more awarded and decorated catalog or does he have a better catalog? Because just because a song has a gold or a platinum and all that kind of stuff doesn't make it a better record. You feel me? Joe Budden's Pump It Up just went gold like within the last 3 years. You feel me? Like then Joe Budden, like he just recent time got for Pump It Up. Remember, like it was like a whole thing. Joe Budden didn't go all that, but on the same time, you could say that you got somebody like Soulja Boy who and then that's everywhere, platinum. So I think Pump It Up is a better quality song, but Soulja Boy Crank That was a more decorated song.
Some of your favorite rappers don't have nothing platinum. You heard? That doesn't make me better than anybody and shit like that. But statistically, I got a hell of a catalog. I mean, from every album that I put out, I had a dope ass single on a dope ass record. So, especially in New York.
Yeah.
In New York, hands down, I know I got 20 records I could do on my sleep.
Absolutely nobody stepped up. Nobody said, yo, Jim, you're absolutely wrong. Here, let me prove it to you. It was so fucking quiet last week from every New York rapper that you could hear a pin drop. However, one brave MC Shan, he stepped up and said, Jim, I challenge you. Let's actually get it in. Now, last night, Jim Jones actually responded back to him. He said, you still got unfinished business with KRS-One.
It sounds disrespectful, but why do we care about MC Shan and correlation with Jim Jones? MC Shan? No. No, that's not what we wanted to hear, brother. We wanted to hear a Cameron, we wanted to hear Joel Santana, a Fabulous, a Mano. We want to hear something like that. MC Shan, we don't want to hear your hip hop, a hip to the hip hop, and you don't stop. Go hard to the store and lay yourself. Put a quarter in your butt because you played yourself. We don't want to hear that, bro. We don't want to hear that, brother.
Respectfully, you're older than me. Handle your scandal from the 80s. Leave me alone. Now, MC Shan responded back to Jim Jones with this video explaining the reason why he wanted smoke with him.
Check this out. This has partially what the fuck you said on the internet, Jimmy, Mr. Jim Jones, Capo, right? But it goes deeper, right? Because you do records with my cousin. You know, sick. I'm playing. I seen y'all on the record together. You don't play with me like you don't know what I'm saying. So now, I got my cousin looking at me like you old ass. Well, what? Like, come on now, stop playing. I just can't. I'm getting pressure from you saying that shit, and I'm getting pressure from her. She ain't saying shit, but I know she's looking at me like, nigga. But y'all thinking that it's just, no. It goes deeper than this motherfucker thing. Niggas on records with my cousin. It's like, there's a connection there. And she can't be looking at me like I'm no sucker if I don't say nothing, son. So I'm saying something. But fuck that shit. Cuz, don't look at me like I'm no sucker, nigga. I just motherfucking had to let you know what's up. Alright? So it is what it is.
I don't want to laugh at MC Shan, but nigga, what the hell are you talking about, bro? I don't think Jim Jones cares about
Back. He said KRS-One is looking for you. I would never call you OG because you ain't my OG. You're older than me. Leave me alone, please. You got it. You win. There, it's over now. Hey, come on, Jim. Don't do MC Shan like this, brother. You put out a challenge to everybody from New York City, every rapper. And now when we got an older rapper responding back, you're saying leave me alone? Come on, Jim. If you're going to discriminate based on somebody's age, you should have said so in the first place. Now I get it. MC Shan is not super relevant right now. However,
I mean, he was fire, but MC Shan, you gotta chill. You feel me? Because it's just not looking like how it's supposed to.
If we're talking bars, if we're talking lyrics, and you want to spar against somebody, why not give MC Shan a shot? But there is somebody else from New York that might want smoke with Jim Jones, 38 Special. Special was not happy seeing Jim Jones clown him last week, and here's...
Nigga, who are these people? What are we talking? Nothing against MC Shan. I know who he is, so I ain't gonna play with MC Shan like that. I ain't gonna disrespect him. But who the hell is 38 Special? I get that it's short for 38 Special, but nigga, huh? What are you talking about, bro? What the helly? What the helly-ante? What the helly berry? What the helly with cheese? What the helly are you even talking about, bro?
What he said.
Oh, and Jim Jones too. I seen that shit you said about me.
Oh, what did Jimmy say?
Yeah, he did.
You should do more like this to show content that makes no sense. These dudes be talking about, because I don't know what the hell this nigga's talking about. Like, I'm confused. You got some random ass dude, 38 special. I'm sure he's somebody from New York, but I ain't from New York. New York. You feel me? I'm from South Central, my niggas. So who the hell is 38 special, and why do I care about him getting into it with Jim Jones? 38 special, blacks out on Jadakiss. 38 special. It's not special, it's special. But if he was a blood, he'd be 38 besh. He special. Who was the first blood to replace the B, the S with a B, bro? That's not a C sound. He 38 Beshel. So you got this nigga 30 bait Beshel, you feel me? Because he can't be 8, you gotta be a B. He birdie bait Beshel, you feel me? That's that. Going barnacles. Birdie bait Beshel going barnacles on B team. And I don't know what the hell is going on here. Like, what, nigga? Like, why do we care about this nigga? Why do we care? We get you, bro. You're mad. It's Jim Jones, sure.
Sometimes we need to just mind our business and not speak. The man said he don't think how many shots of 38 hold? First off, don't speak on guns. You don't know how many motherfucking bullets they hold. He needs.
Nigga, I don't know. I got this Glock, nigga. I don't know how many bullets a 38 hold. Nigga, I don't know how much a 38 special hold. I'm not a mobster, nigga. I got a Glock that hold 30 on the fool. What you mean? Nigga, I don't know how much 38 special. You know, I thought you want to shot 38 special, nigga.
To come with something. He ain't ready for Jada. Then they said something about.
He said you need more bullets.
But
for
then,
top 5? You don't think so?
But then he said something about my tank top, not wearing a tank top under my hoodie that day. Like, we ain't catch that. But then said, oh, you know, you can't, if your drip ain't right, you really can't battle me, especially if you not wearing tank tops under your hoodies and shit like that. Bro,
you got, I guess that's like a thing. You have to wear a tank top under your hoodie.
Talking about bars, we ain't talking about drip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here we go back to these old ass men talking about the wrong shit. I ain't talking about drip. We talking about houses and assets. Why is we talking about what a nigga wearing? But on some real shit, this is what I got to say about that. Jim, you ain't qualified to speak on this. This about niggas with balls. It's about niggas that know how to rap with balls. You've never been mentioned in that conversation. Nobody never said Jim Jones smoked everybody on the track. You ain't qualified to speak on this. This is for niggas that really know how to rap, that got balls. And we leave that like that.
Now, Jim Jones did respond back to 38 Special. He said, give some free promo. Talk your shit. I want to see you win big. But talk to Jada about that. You don't have enough money or stripes and your fit's trash. Stay cool for.
You don't have enough money and your fits are trash. Imagine trying to rap battle somebody and this nigga turns into mocking you and making fun of you because of what you're wearing.
Be a hot summer for you.
I just told my young buck I'm gonna give him a deal if he bites you. You ain't even got enough money to talk to me. You're not even allowed to be talking to me in any type of way like that. I'm gonna spare you. You heard your joke to me, but my young boy ain't gonna spare you.
Niggas will walk you down ASAP. Don't get it confused, bro.
Tonight we gonna walk
you
on.
down.
Matter of fact, tonight we gonna. I told him I'm gonna give him a deal.
Walk you down, bro. ASAP. It's already up. Green light is on your fucking mata. We on you, bro. You shitting me?
Yikes. If I'm Jim Jones, this is the perfect time and opportunity to go at somebody. And I think hip-hop fans would also want to see this battle. Even though Special and Jadakiss got their own thing going on right now, this would actually be a more exciting battle. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Jim Jones' response back to MC Shan? Do you guys think he was ducking the smoke?
Nobody give a damn about Jim Jones and MC Shan. That all being said, man, red dots to the left, you know the rest. We gone. Chat, we don't care about that. That's what we don't care about. That's what we don't care about. MC Shan and Jadakiss, or MC Shan and Jim Jones. I was going to say Ja Rule. I'm just naming New York niggas at this point. You know what? 100 guns. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. New York. We rich trappers. We tapping in, man. Trappers Network, we back in the same. Like, cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe. More. All right, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. Trappers Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You can't get nobody's college, though. Thick thighs saves lives. That's all I'm going to say. Thick thighs save lives. We've been jumping to this content on the man. It's news reviews, not you know my Calgito. Tap in with that if you ain't tapped in with that. I ain't finna hold y'all, man. We finna just slide back into the Adam and Rat Run Hunter show. Sorry. I told him if I like the drink, I would promote it for free. It's not worth the free promotion. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say where I got it from. We're just jump into the content. Let's go.
This is coming after the initial allegation that Big U had advanced knowledge that Nipsey was going to get killed. And then even beyond that, Luce sat right here and told me that basically that Eric Holder was about to make a statement. He basically insinuated that Eric Holder was going to tell on Big U.
Listen.
And that Eric Holder was going to get out the next day.
Now,
That's
hold on.
insane.
No, but hold on. Now, when he says this type of shit, right?
Right.
Because they got that, the thing where Big U's watching the live and it says justice for Nip and he starts laughing.
That was
authenticated the DJ Khaled shit, right? That's when Loose Cannon comes with what? Eric Holder's about to tell on Big U.
I think he said that before the Big Sam interview, right?
Damn it, I hate Queen Kiera. No, the wrong person. Damn it, Queen Kiera, come back on a different account. I meant to hit this goofy. God damn it, Queen Kiera, my bad. Come back on a different account. That's my fault. That's my fault. You a woman. I know you got a backup email. Come back on a different account.
Nah, that nigga said that shit because he running his narrative. See, it be a lot of shit being said that y'all don't know. So let me tell you what Loose Cannon's nemesis was with Big U. You know who it was? Loose Cannon's mind says any and everything Alex Alonso does, anybody gets on this platform.
Big shout out to Alex Alonso.
To speak against Loose Cannon comes through Big U.
Okay.
So when he see Alex interview this person or this person.
So Loose Cannon's real wife came through Big U. Loose Cannon's brother came through Big U. That's absolutely Barnacilious.
Speaking on him and his mind, that's Big U's work.
So you think Alex is a Big U agent?
No, this is what Loose Cannon thinks.
He thinks that.
I think Alex with Big U, the Big U sends him something cool. Has Big U sent him something? Yes, but I think Alex is totally capable of doing what you do. You look, you do your research.
But Luce hates Alex that much because he interviewed his ex-girlfriend, his ex-wife and everything?
Bro, listen what I'm trying to...
I'm not going to say the reason why. That's for Alex Alonso to show Alex Alonso's business. Big shout out to Alex Alonso. Big shout out to Alex Alonso. That nigga hates Loose Cannon.
I tell you. And Loose Cannon's mind, everything Alex Alonso has done against him, even his brother being up there, was a Big U setup.
He did interview his twin brother, huh?
You get what I'm telling you?
Did you know he was 42?
I mean, I never asked him how old he was. I always heard that. I didn't give a fuck how old he was.
Did you know he was 42? It's crazy.
Twin?
He could be 32, 42. He could be however old he want to be. What business of it is mine?
Yeah, twin brother explains if he and Loose Cannon grew up in Los
Okay, so
Angeles.
this one
I've
right
never
here.
even thought about watching this, but okay.
So this one right here,
Yeah.
I might have it on my phone because I think he sent me the recording. His twin brother called. He was locked up.
Wow, he does look a lot like him. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was locked up.
That's his twin.
And he was like, yo,
Twins typically tend to look alike.
No, Big U set that up. Like, boom, 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 right? And why did you say this and why did you say that, right?
Shout out to Alex Alonso on Street TV.
He like, don't nobody know you to be pulling you up. So 600, he hates Big U. Loose, but like everything Alex did was, he felt like Big U was like, Alex, do this. I'm gonna send you this. Me, you done ran 2-3 narratives on me. So I'm gonna be real, bro. When we playing on social media, bro, if somebody called me and is willing to say it and sit in the box with it, I'm running it on you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you go out there and explain yours. Me, you done ran 2-3 narratives on me. So I'm gonna be real, bro. When we playing on social media, bro, if somebody called me and is willing to say it and sit in the box with it, I'm running it on you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you go out there and explain yourself. I don't get, because they do it to me all day long. I can't sit back. What I'm gonna do? Sit back.
Notice how Wack totally glossed over Loose Cannon being a 42-year-old man when he said he was 32.
Back and take 3 months to go investigate stuff.
Hey, Wack, what up? I know this, I know that. Is that right? What else you know? Is that right? You willing to say that? Can I record you? Or you gonna cut in my platform? Yeah, let's go. Right? And I'm gonna run it. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna see if you're gonna react. I'm gonna see if you're gonna, because that's our satisfaction. That's anybody's satisfaction. This why some of the shit, Adam, what we do, we act like we didn't hear it. Because we know that's the satisfaction for the op. You know what I'm saying?
So you're admitting that y'all run fake content, pretend like y'all don't see shit, and flu flam everybody. Got it.
You know, I don't want to diss. I'm saying, read what I read. Just the diss song thing is not adding up.
Some people think, and this is our boy, but some people have been hitting me up and they think that Vlad has been compromised by Big U. Now, the evidence to suggest
What do you
that
mean?
Vlad seemed very uncomfortable at times during our interview when we had the massive last episode with all 5 of us or 6 of us or whatever. Vlad would not say anything bad about Big U. He was kind of using the like rinky-dink pro Big U arguments of being like, well, every time I was around him, he was a nice guy or whatever, which obviously doesn't really mean much. He made it clear to me that every time you've ever gone off on Big U on Vlad TV, he edited it out.
No, I'm gonna be
Didn't
real.
know that.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Could have spared myself some issues if I had done that.
No, I'm gonna be real with you. Because I think Vlad just got a lot of respect for him. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a good relationship.
I don't know where they.
I don't think he's being extorted or anything. It's just kind of a fun.
And
narrative.
because I know this, and because I got respect for Vlad, I tend to try not to go at Big U on his plan. I'll even say it. This gonna be regarding to your little friend, so don't need for me to talk about it. Right? Because I know, right? That's like,
Black is real humble this whole interview.
you know, but is he being, no, I think he's gonna start looking crazy if the craziness goes on.
And he still won't have a real conversation
Yeah,
about it?
he don't have real conversation because Vlad has real conversations about everybody.
Because in the same Vlad interview that I did, it's like 3 hours long, but we're talking about Dirk and we're talking about Big U. The accusations about both of them are very similar. And he's being so honest and open and transparent about how he feels about the Dirk thing. And then meanwhile with Big U, it's like, man, Big U always been such a good guy.
Maybe, listen, I'm gonna be real. If I really had to act, like really put my money on it, and this just me, Vlad, my guy. I think maybe Big U might have did him a solid. Maybe something was going on. Big U helped him fix. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he helped him like get out of a situation or maybe some bullshit.
So now you're alluding to the fact that Big U is extorting Vlad.
As far as Vlad, like Vlad ain't paying. He ain't doing that with nobody.
It's possible that there was some sort of favor exchange, but I think that Vlad in general just really appreciated the fact that Big U did his first interview with him. He always showed him respect. They had a real cool relationship, which is the opposite of Dirk, where they had a cool relationship and then Dirk basically blew off their friendship and has dissed him in a bunch of songs. So Vlad does have every reason to go hard on Dirk and to go soft on Big U. But at a certain point, it's kind of like, well, you know, Vlad loves to re-up clips. He re-ups like a clip a day or whatever from old interviews. We have not seen any Big U clips getting re-ups, which is far different than how he treats most
I've never, you know, because of the respect I
Vlad said, I ain't getting involved in that.
got for Vlad, I've never even asked him. And I try to stay off of Big U remarks on when I'm on Vlad. Because I know that's his guy, right?
Well, it has been suggested by a lot of people that you're basically a completely different person on Vlad. You're super respectful, choir boy, and then on here, you're just a madman.
Okay, well, you got to remember, Vlad is a different setup, right?
Yeah.
Vlad's setup is, and they don't see what we see on Vlad. He already knows what he wants this to be about.
True.
On here, we got a setup, but sometimes you'll start with that, and because something in that spins off to something else, and the conversations go somewhere else.
We've been going for an hour. We haven't even looked at the topic list
This is what I'm saying. So this is more of a freestyle on what we do, right? And that's just because we can do it.
It's fun. It's unpredictable.
Yeah, right.
It's loose. No canon.
Yeah, so you know, look,
Loose, no candidacy.
my apologies to the family. I'm gonna be real. I didn't think you was real family.
I just pointed out why I didn't think you was real family. And to this day, I only believe you're now the real family if you are the people that just interviewed with TMZ, because I know Harvey gonna do his due diligence. If you're those people that was on here, then my apologies.
You're probably terrified because they're going to mention you some kind of way.
If you're not, then fuck you.
My favorite current new narrative is basically take like me and Big Deal. When me and Big Deal do content together, what am I really doing? I'm paying him to do an interview so that he will essentially smear T-Rail. That's how I was doing battle at that time.
You know what he's gonna do.
A lot of people.
All right. We're going to get about it to the next one. Y'all know the deal right down to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free. I'm not usually free. Turn up in 10 and Trap News Network. You back in the same, like, good crack in the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in with the tap in and make sure, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? You feel me? Man at the Garden Freestyle. Please don't touch my I Got a Body on the Fairy Tales. Won't forget. All that good music is out now. And in the meantime, in between time, while you get into that good music, make sure you shop the merch shop. RichTrapHouse.com. Get into that if you ain't got into that. RichTrapHouse.com, man. T-shirts, hoodies, and all that's available for you at RichTrapHouse.com. Make sure you tap in with that. Good. Tap in. You feel me? My bad, y'all. Let me go ahead and get this up for y'all. Drop them comments because the best comment between now and 25,000 subscribers to get a $100 cash app. Make sure you get into that. You ain't got into that. There we go. RichTrapHouse.com merch store. Get into that. If you ain't got into that, man, RichTrapHouse.com. You're giving away that good merchiana. Selling away that good merchiana. Pathetic Fatso. So look right. Loose Cannon Sweetie. We got the hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, short sleeves, all that. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. You feel me? We finna go ahead and jump into this content. Finna slide over here to what was we doing? Oh, the IBM. And it's like an IBM Rico or something like that. Let's see what they got going on, man. Hold on, man. Let's slide over here to 504. What is this? Who is this guy? My bad. 504 Street Stories and Gangsta News Network. Let's get into this content.
Check out the content. And this is why you don't want to catch a federal case. More drama for Loose Cannon.
Shout out my brother Loose Cannon. He the realest ever. I'm rocking with IBM for life. I love this shit.
This has got you rocking with IBM for life. You love that issue. You had to go for a Rico for it?
To the point where one of the IBM dudes decided to delete all his videos and photos off his Instagram page.
Really? They got Loose Cannon on the Hobbs Act. He looking at life.
Sweeties, Pop-Tarts. It was all real.
It was all real.
You really was extorting people. They've been indicted. The Rolling 60s and Loose Cannon and Brick Baby are in custody.
If Loose does 10 years,
She's going after 3 months, bro.
She's gone up. For sure, gone after 3 months.
3 months? That's
10
it?
years.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you think Sharice Mills is finna stay down for Loose Cannon, let me know what you think in the comments.
I'm back with another video. No matter how you slice it, this Big U federal RICO is filled with more plot twists than a Nancy Drew mystery, with everything from fake prison fights, fake marriages, and of course, the identity theft, which is being pulled off by Tremaine Ashley Williams, more commonly known as the fake Loose Cannon. If you have no idea what I'm talking about,
Can you imagine being the real Loose Cannon, and this is what he's doing to your name?
Gordon, aka the real Loose Cannon, is a renowned producer hailing from Brooklyn, New York. Loose Gordon, also known as the real Loose Cannon, has ushered a number of talented artists to stardom, writing and producing videos for the likes of Nas, Keisha Cole, Jodeci, and Missy Elliott. It has been said that Loose Cannon now resides in Los Angeles, California, where he writes, produces, and develops projects for film and TV. Alex Alonso, owner and operator of the Street TV YouTube channel, who is actually close friends with the real Loose Cannon, would take to his platform to speak on it.
I gotta speak for my boy because he don't have a platform.
Not for sure.
A lot of people are wondering, why am I even speaking on this dude? Normally, I wouldn't care.
Right.
But I grew up with the real Loose Cannon.
Right.
The real Loose Cannon is getting calls all the time about what this dude is doing, about claims that he's been with other celebrities that the real Loose Cannon never been with. So he's got to take these calls. Nah, I never did a song for 50 Cent. He has worked with Nas. He has worked with some major dudes.
Right.
This
Loose Cannon over here messing up this man's whole reputation.
the fake dude is just
I seen that some
putting it all out there.
I see some gang of dudes. I didn't see the 50 Cent one, but I seen a lot of good work though. Some great work.
Yeah, so I'm in the process of I'm trying to get him to come and do some content and show who he is and what he's done.
That'd be good.
But yeah, bro had a career as a rapper, as a producer, as a music composer for movies, as a manager, all kind of stuff.
The politics of California gang culture, more often than not, end up with violence and bloodshed. Even the toughest of the so-called toughest can fall victim. In the words of Big U, which were captured on a Title III wiretap, no one can beef with me because I will kill them. However,
yeah, that's a pretty bad thing to happen in your wiretap.
even Big U himself would get packed out by security outside of a nightclub in 2014. Needless to say, anyone can get it.
That was a thunderous blow. You heard that smack? That's a smack.
Victim. In the words of Big U, which were captured on a Title III wiretap, no one can beef with me because I will kill them. However, even Big U himself would get packed out by security outside of a nightclub in 2014. Needless to say,
listen to this thunderous smack.
Anyone can get it.
Thunderous smack.
You, Mike. Hey, stay down. He's good. You, Mike. Hey, close the gate, Mike. Close it up. Hey, close it up. Get him inside.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out right now. Go. Get him out.
Be cool. Be cool.
I don't want him in this. I don't get out.
Get him out here. Back up. You, come on. You. Big you straight up. Huh?
You know this video, somebody said world star.
No, he just swung at my guard. Leave him on the ground. No, he goes to jail. He goes to jail tonight. Nothing to see, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey guys, back up. Come on, what are you doing?
Internet clout, saying and doing the most outlandish things, all to garner likes and views, with hopes of being asked to do an interview, seem to be the newest thing in the content creator space.
Yeah, why is the content RICO? I've never seen a RICO case ever. And by the way, LA podcasters, y'all got to stop, man. AdSense is not this good. I swear, I've been getting paid for AdSense for damn near 15 years. It is not this good. When I see, if you're locked up, respectfully, you shouldn't care what's going on at No Jumper. This is nasty work, and I'm a civilian. And this is where the current culture of not only LA podcasting has made it, but this whole is content has made it. We don't need you to call in from the feds. This isn't that like the people in jail are still trying to amuse the people sitting at home with popcorn.
Barnacles.
It's crazy. Check out the content. No, this is not content. I don't know who needs to hear it. And I'm saying this respectfully to Boost, all of them. Y'all are in a federal indictment. This shit is serious. This we got content shit has gotten so far. The one time y'all should just be quiet and chill. Let the lawyer do the talking. Someone has to tap these guys on the shoulder and say, you're in federal prison or a federal jail, a federal facility. You shouldn't be worried about the Tuesday show at No Jumper. Respectfully. What's going on? And I'm thinking LA and the West Coast is the place where all these niggas are certified gangsters. They always been in the chain gang. Before the indictment comes down, before the feds even show you all the cards, y'all talking? What the hell going on in LA? Yo, AdSense money is not this sweet. This is content. No, it's not.
Take, for instance, the wild story about Big U that WAC 100 encouraged Loose Cannon to repeat on the No Jumper podcast.
WAC 100 has been saying the most heinous shit about Big U this whole time. Then he brings in Loose Cannon with this nonsense story that Big U had Nipsey set up or let him get killed or whatever else.
It is this buffoonery and clown-like activity that brings us to our story. Self-proclaimed boogeyman, Tremaine Ashley Williams, has dug a hole deeper for himself than he could ever imagine. The mere fact that this idiot believed that he could tell the feds he was just plain an online character is baffling to me. Now, had none of the crimes that he spoke on actually never happened, he may have had a case. Unfortunately, this is not true, as the portion of the indictment that mentions the fake Loose Cannon outlines the robbery and extortion of Dale Morrison, as well as the incident that took place at No Jumper by way of his IBM team. Fake Loose Cannon has to be an absolute idiot.
So I wonder if the IBM guys will be included in this, Rico.
Calling into No Jumper from MDC Los Angeles, spewing some of the stupidest shit I have ever heard.
I wonder if the IBM guys will get a Rico behind this.
Loose, what's cracking, bro? Loose Cannon!
What's up with it, King? How you doing?
Not much, man. We tapped in right now. We got the Viral Way on here. We got Lush, and we got the one and only Munchie B. Andre.
What up? What up with everybody?
Chilling, man. Yeah, we were just having conversations, and we were kind of, I mean, I guess first question is just how are you doing in there?
And I heard all that he was a blind man for directions to the nearest convenience store. Mob James, who has a snitch jacket over his head himself, during an interview with Black TV, state that he wasn't surprised at all that Loose Cannon was indicted.
When these charges came down, were you surprised?
Yeah. Well, not really surprised because I heard Whack them, Loose Cannon. I had heard all them dudes' conversation. And the way they were talking, I knew something was bound to happen. It seemed like they played it all the way up until that point. And they was just talking too loosely for me.
The fake Loose
was too loose.
Cannon is oblivious to the fact that when he receives his time for this particular RICO, that he will be enhanced. What that means is he will receive additional time. It's a known fact that the Fed
gang enhancement for sure.
It's work off a point system. The more points, the more time.
For many years, the state of California has recognized that criminal activity among gangs is extremely serious. And because of that, legislature has passed laws to enhance your sentence if you are a gang member and you are convicted of a crime. People often ask us, how does the prosecution prove I was in a gang? And believe it or not, in California, it's extremely easy for the prosecution to prove that. All the district attorney has...
Well, Loose Cannon admitted to being one of the highest ranking members of that gang, so... There's that.
To prove is number one, that you are doing something with at least two other people. Number two, you have a joint identity. That means your name, by tattoos, or something that identifies you as a group. Three, they have to prove that you are in that gang in part to commit criminal activity. And four, that in fact, you did carry out criminal activity. That's all they have to prove. Being accused of a crime in California where there's a gang enhancement involved is extremely serious.
The law as it relates to street gangs and enhancements is draconian in nature. The legislators have reserved particular harsh punishment if they believe and they can prove that you're a gang member. And that's a real critical...
Why are they so close to each other? I think they're super close to each other.
Issue. There's enhancements that add time to any sentence. It's a strike, which is one of the most serious types of felonies in California. It could have long-term effects even above and beyond that case.
So just in terms of the strike, though, under California 3 strikes law, what you're saying is that if there's any felony where the DA adds a gang enhancement and the person's convicted, that automatically converts it into a strike?
That's correct. The gang enhancement itself on the 186.22 of the Penal Code is a potential strikeable offense also, but it can always be used later on as a predicate for any future crimes and future gang allegations.
Now, the enhancement, is it a crime itself? Is it in addition to a crime? What does it mean to say a sentencing enhancement or a crime enhancement?
It's an allegation that's filed with another crime. And basically, the section reads that someone did something for the benefit or on behalf of a
did something to profiteer a criminal organization, or did something for the betterment or the development or the growth of that organization.
criminal street gang. And what happens is if you're convicted of the underlying offense and the allegation is found true that it wasn't for the benefit or enhancement of a criminal street gang, then they can add time onto your sentence.
Now, let's say that the district attorney alleges a gang enhancement, let's say on a robbery case, and that case goes to trial. Does that mean that the DA gets to put before the jury a bunch of evidence that the accused is a gang member and sort of makes him look worse before the jury?
It does.
Being a part of two gangs, along with claiming leadership of one, is going to get that boy hit with gang enhancement points. The group of individuals that the fake loose cannon is claiming the leadership role of is none other than IBM, a bunch of dudes from the IE. The cloud chasing act that dude pulled off at No Jumper is going to land him smack dab in the middle of another RICO. However, this time his name will be at the top of the indictment. This is completely wild. WAC 100 has fully disassociated himself from the entire incident, making sure to verbalize it while on No Jumper.
Okay, in this jungle, Adam, anything gangster crip, anything neighborhood me to get
the fake loose cannon was still thinking.
And that is still adding a loose cannon's case of why he's going to get an enhancement and all that kind of stuff. Loose cannon's probably not going to come home.
It's a game. During his bond hearing, he pretty much sealed his own fate.
So, lawyer got to talking about the No Jumper incident, talking about that was a skit, that was X, Y, and Z, there's no police report, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what happened was when the prosecutor got up there, she said she went in on him, man. She got to talking about everything he was doing online, talking about people's mamas, daddies, talking about he gonna kill this person, gonna kill that person, pull up, he'll do this, he'll enforce her, and things of that nature. So she also mentioned that she wanted to play the video, the No Jumper video inside the room. And they was finna play it, but the judge said that if she had a police report about the incident at No Jumper, she didn't have to do it. So she provided the police report. She actually had the police report and was finna give a copy to...
Damn. So what? Got the police report. So what?
Loose Cannon's attorney, where you could have seen the look on his face when they said they filed a police report, because they did file a police report. They are going to charge that brother and whoever else was involved in that. They're going to try.
All them IBM niggas is going to jail.
To get out the case, like with Big U, he was saying that he was online talking shit about Big U. Big U's a rat. Big U this, he a buster. He was talking about this, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But so they're so dumb that the case that happened, the charges that happened, that they're charging him for, happened before him and Big U split. And you guys got to take into account, man, when he first came on the scene at No Jumper, what did he do? He got on there, he said that Big U sold guns and was putting serial numbers and giving them to the brothers over there in that section. He also said that they robbed the boy, Dale, but he didn't say his name, but he said they robbed, but it was Dale. We found out it was Dale at that particular time. Now we know. So he robbed, and they was up back there counting up the money. I'm sure you guys can find the video and go back to the video and see they was counting up the money. And then the victim came back up in there in that particular instant. You guys got to take, you guys got to keep in mind, this dude is the biggest dummy on the planet Earth, bro.
Low key, he has to be.
They had no recollection.
D2, what's up, D2? What's up, D2? It's on mute. You got to tell her to unmute it. I'm not going to be able to hear you. What's up, D2? You got the phone. She don't even know it, do she? She don't even know it, do she? She don't even know it, do she? I can't show you on the camera. You gonna hang out with me for a second? All right, rock out with me, all right? All right.
That was him that done that. This man was been online, lying, talking about this, talking about that. But when he was lying, he told one truth. And that one truth got him in a RICO.
And that one truth got you in a RICO. Boy.
Over for this clown. And he is coming.
The IBM RICO coming soon, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We got. What's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Ricc Trapper, tap it in, TNN Trap News Network, back in this thing, like Cook, cracking this thing, man. Tap in with the tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that tap in, I'm on my way to fight training. I got to fight this weekend, so I got to go get some things done. But real quick, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm giving y'all a Young and Hefe style video. Shout out to Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing but what the checks say. This ain't the Hef effect, but shout out to him if you need the Hef effect. If you need the Hef effect, slide over to Young and Hefe's page. I'm finna give y'all this quick little 1-2 step from Adam 22 though. He's speaking on I guess allegedly being accused of, not even allegedly, he's speaking on being accused of not going with Brick Baby while Brick Baby's being locked up. So we finna run this clip for y'all, man. I'm finna give y'all my Young and Hefe style video. We finna get into this content without no further do's or don'ts, man. Let's get into it. Let's go.
All right, we're back. The Adam 22 channel. It's been long dormant, ignored, turned my back on it, to be totally honest. But solo content. I'm going to be real. I haven't done it in a long time, but I feel like I got something to say. I don't always want to wait for the podcast. I don't always want Lush breathing down my neck, getting in the way of my topics. Shout out to Lush. But today, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Brick Baby, I'm coming for you. So let me explain. I was in Turks and Caicos for approximately 1 week, and it came down the pipe while I was out there, pause, that Brick Baby had some choice words for the 22 stir, and today we're going to be reacting to those words. So let's get right into it.
Hey, what's that big old deal, man? It's the Brick, man. Why everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacationing, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong. Nigga don't need nothing from. Hey, sometimes it be a mental test to see where a nigga hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use you, abuse you. As soon as you get out the way, they act like they ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean?
Okay. So if you didn't catch it, this is a thinly veiled shot at the 22 stir. I was on vacation. I did have my feet kicked up, but let's talk about Brick Baby, and in particular, the financial side of my relationship with the Brick, not the trick. When Brick Baby came on the platform 2 years ago, pretty quickly, the feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. Now, it's been discussed at length that I fronted him an amount of money, $5,000, so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know Whack 100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have a bail and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the streets that maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail. But I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets. I knew that he had potential. I knew that I could take him from being a marginal figure in the LA podcasting space to being one of, if not the most talked about person in the podcasting space, which is exactly what has happened over the course of the past couple of years. Never asked him for the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me? Now, to his credit, for like 2 years after that, he did not ask me for any additional funds. So from my perspective, I was just like, okay, whatever. This is part of doing business. I gave him the $5K. I'm not going to bring it up again. And over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. Brick Baby basically soared to new heights, became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. We got closer and closer, spent time hanging out various times, went out to a lot of different parties and stuff, basically formed a relationship that honestly was a little bit more developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has had over the years. Fast forward to a couple months ago, Brick Baby reaches out to me again, asks if he can borrow a couple $1,000s for, I don't know, he's like moving into a new spot or some shit like that. I said, okay. Didn't even bring up the fact that I had let him borrow this $5,000. I figured after 2 years, shit, whatever. So I let him borrow this additional $2,000-$3,000. I forget what it was. And then very soon after that, like I'm talking like a week later, he gets picked up by the feds, right? Ever since then, there's been murmurings, people wondering, what is Adam 22 going to do to help out Brick in this situation? Now, from my perspective, I'm $7,000-$8,000 in the hole in terms of money that I have let you borrow, which I'm not really the kind of person who lets people borrow money all the time. Like, of everybody who's ever worked for me, I honestly don't think I can think of a situation in which any of them have borrowed money from me. Like, that's just not really the kind of relationship that I like to have with people who work for me. If it is an emergency, okay, we could do something. But for the most part, it's just not really how I get down. It's like, I don't like to have that kind of thing going on. I pay you for your service and you do the job and we're good. But as far as taking out loans consistently, constantly, I'm not really into it. That being said, it was only 2 times throughout our relationship so far. But I say all that to just set the stage. Then he gets locked up and people are pretty much automatically, suggesting in the comments, people talking about it on podcasts, is Adam going to pay for his lawyer? Is Adam putting money on his books? Whatever. And I'm going to be real with you. For like the first month that he was locked up.
Now, I will say this, man. Adam already being $7,000-$8,000 in the hole with Brick is crazy. I don't know if as a boss I will be lending my employees chili like that back to back the first time. All right, I can see it, whatever. The second time, I don't know, big dog, because I know what I'm paying you, and or if are they not really getting chili like that over there? I know jumping where you still got to borrow money for your boss. I don't know. That's a theory too. But I can understand now from why that perspective, Adam is like, man, nah, bro, I'm not gonna keep contributing to this dude. Like, I'm not gonna keep contributing to your decision making. It's like every time you get locked up, you're using me as a bank, you're using me as this, you're using me as that. And you have to think, Adam and Brick didn't know each other. These are not childhood friends. They mamas ain't homegirls, they daddies ain't homeboys. They didn't grow up hanging out, kicking cans together in the neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. Like, they are essentially strangers and boss and employee. So, and then you got to remember this too. Like, Adam has to go home and explain this to his wife, not his girlfriend, not his baby mama, his full-blown wife. Why do you keep contributing to somebody else's household and finances when we got all this going on over here at our spot and all that? You feel me? So, whatever. It sounds like Adam was finna say, I'm finna go back to the clip, but it sounds like Adam was finna say that he has put money on Brick's book and he has, in the beginning looked out for him, but it's finna come to an end because I've already been financially supporting the situation on top of what it looks like as far as paying you and all that. At what point does Adam have to look at the big picture of, I need to get my money back off this situation some kind of way, even if it's only off the content? You feel me? Brick is going to be in jail for God knows how long. He's looking at these charges. It's looking like Adam is pretty much giving up hope on the theory that Brick could be coming home. And now he's looking at it as a business. How can I recoup? How can I get my ROI, my return on interest on the situation with Brick Baby? Because again, I've already invested this chili into the situation. All I got left is this content, these monthly payments for YouTube. Well, I can get it off of that. You feel me? And we can run content on them and I can get it off of that. Or I can just take an L. I can't see Adam taking an L. He already said out his own mouth, he's not any type of person to lend people money. But let's get back to it, man. We're going to see how it go.
He didn't ask me for shit. He didn't say anything about it, which I kind of appreciated because I feel like if I just gave you $2,000, and I'm going to be real with you, for like the first month that he was locked up, he didn't ask me for shit. He didn't say anything about it, which I kind of appreciated because I feel like if I just gave you $2,000 like immediately before you got locked up, it is kind of weird for you to get locked up and then be like, hey, like, can I have even more money, especially given this prior debt? Because my thing is like, if you want to get an official verdict on how I'm willing to help you out financially, in addition to what I've done for you previously, I feel like you should be upfront about that. I've talked to Brick on the phone a whole bunch of times since he's been locked up, including like the day before this video came out, and it was none of this energy at all. And in addition to that, we've got people like Sharp, who don't got a pot to piss in, who ain't done nothing for Brick, who can't do anything for anybody because he's dead broke. He's coming out, making YouTube videos, doing streams where he's passing judgment on what I've done for Brick. Keep in mind, I've had Brick on salary for 2 years straight, even when he was missing shows, even when he was out of town doing whatever, never fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, you know, Sharp has never done anything besides sex traffic women and be ugly. And he's out here trying to cast judgment on me. So let's play the Sharp clip.
Pretty much, if he is to get out, or, you know what I'm saying, even hits the streets, they don't want
a strap on him. And I would wonder, of course, that I've heard.
No jumper, no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard from that has specified this in any way. Do I have concerns about Brick Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously that would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about the level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see and that I don't think the comments saw, but that was pointed out in his bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be on point with. But the idea that the feds or the cops have told Brick that he's no longer allowed to be on No Jumper, this is a Sharp narrative as of this point. Like, I have absolutely no idea if this is a real thing or not, but it does seem kind of odd if this is something that Brick told Sharp and didn't tell me or anybody else from No Jumper. I mean, keep in mind, Brick and Sharp have had a weird relationship over the years, because when we fell out with Sharp, Brick talked hella shit about him on the platform and then basically continued to be friends with him to some extent, which I always thought was a little strange. But either way, I mean, to me, this is just a completely invented Sharp narrative as far as I know. It's kind of odd that he would know about this and I wouldn't know about this. But let's keep going.
You know, to a lot of you dummies, because it went to prove, because everybody was screaming, oh, they're going to be out on Wednesday. No, they're not. I knew it when it came to the bail hearing and how things play like that. They're just giving them that. Now you got to appeal it. And then, to hear, when he was calling, Adam, he ain't answering, or whatever the case may be. He's calling people and they not picking up. Now they're avoiding him. Why is that? Boy, why aren't you answering Brick calls?
Another Cap Sharp narrative. I have not been ducking any phone calls, and keep in mind that his baby mama has been in communication with me, talking to me, telling me what time Brick was gonna call and everything. But every time that I got on the phone with Brick, it's been like 2 or 3 minutes of conversation, and then he gets kicked off because I guess he's only allowed to be on the phone for 10 minutes at a time. Never at any point until I was in Turks and Caicos, like right before that other video clip came out, did Brick even utter something that mentioned or inferred that he thought that he should be getting in any way some money from us. So to me, I'm gonna be real with you, I just feel like this is some hoe ass shit. No offense, Brick, I don't really want to use the hoe word when it comes to you or anything, but how are you gonna be out here communicating shit like this to Sharp and not having the nuts to say it to me? And in addition to that, I mean, let's be real about the relationship between an employer and a worker. If Brick had asked me in the beginning, Adam, if I get locked up, will you bail me out? Will you pay for my lawyer, etc.? My response early on probably would have been like, no. Like, I would prefer to not take our relationship to that extent. Like, that's just not something I really go into business with someone being prepared to do. It does leave a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth to realize that Brick is comfortable having conversations about me to Sharp, but won't have that same conversation to me. Like, if you want to borrow money, you can ask me. I was actually kind of looking forward to him asking me so I could have a conversation with him about the fact that he's already in a pretty significant amount of debt to me, but that conversation never came. And then in addition to that, I heard it through the grapevine that Brick basically thought that he was going to keep getting paid. That even though he's locked up and he's not able to contribute to the business by being on camera, that he thought that he was just so locked in that he was going to keep getting his monthly pay each month. I'm sorry. I know you guys all saw the No Jumper is Going Broke video. We are not in the best financial state right now. Me paying someone to be in federal prison doesn't really seem realistic.
Y'all been making content about them for the last 2 weeks. Why is it that he ain't received a paycheck and motherfuckers is making money off of what he been doing? And I'm hearing that, from reliable sources, his people, that reached out about it, and they're not getting no feedback on it, no response. I mean, they did have a life before he went to jail, homie. Like I said, that's what happens at jobs. Like, you don't get his money, and missing out on some bands because he ain't there. Come on, brother, that ain't cool. You supposed to make sure that he got it. His baby mama or nobody like ain't received nothing. Like just even the money that he's owed legitimately for what, the work that he's done. Because I know he got a salary. Why ain't that man received his bread? Like, what's going on?
Sharp is basically alleging that No Jumper has not paid Brick the money that we owe him. Well, he obviously has absolutely no knowledge of this, because I would gladly open up our books and let everybody see the fact that we paid Brick for exactly the amount of time that he was on the podcast. So this is ridiculous. This is just totally fake. Sharp, again, basically a bum at this point. He's on the verge of homelessness. He's going to go back to Vegas and continue his sex trafficking career at the truck stops in Vegas. And apparently he's just trying to get one little tiny moment of clout by calling me out. His YouTube channel is in the fucking dirt. And so he's out here spreading misinformation about me. Sharp, use a hoe. Use a hoe commenting on real business, because you've never ran a business. You're doing live streams for 200 people for 6 hours every night. I know this video is not about Sharp, but it's just so hard for me to hold my tongue when it comes to describing what a hoe-ass bitch Sharp is. Okay, let's just go back to the Brick thing. I guess I just wanted to make this video to clarify that I'm not on any weird shit. I'm not on any disloyal shit. My perspective is just, no, I'm not going to keep you on the payroll while you're locked up. That's just not, that's an abuse of the relationship that you think that we have. It's like, there's probably a lot of people in your life that could help you out with money. And I have nothing against giving the guy some money for commissary, helping his girl out with whatever. But it's just at a certain point, you've already worked up a significant debt with me. It takes a lot of nerve to make YouTube videos basically throwing shade at me, when realistically, I'm probably the person who showed you the most love in recent memory. Now, that being said, Brick, he's locked up. He's detoxing off perks, I'm assuming. So he's probably not in the best mental state. I'm not turning my back on him by any means. I'm just calling out some behavior that I personally don't really agree with and don't care for. So we actually do have plans. We've got some free Brick Baby shirts that we're going to be dropping in the very near future. The proceeds from that are going to him and his family. And in addition to that, we do have a live stream coming up in the very near future, probably by the end of this week. And in that live stream, we are going to be taking all of the donations. Friday is looking like it might be the day. Friday, we might be doing this. All the donations are going to be going to Brick Baby to help him out. That being said, I don't really appreciate some of this weird backstabby type of stuff. Honestly, it's just, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I feel like you should have more respect for the relationship that we've had over the years, and the fact that I've kept you on your feet over the years. But I'm not turning my back on you by any means. We are going to be helping Brick Baby out. And so show up to that live stream Friday. Hopefully we can make it happen Friday. But yeah, Adam 22, free Brick, smack a like, we out.
Now, Adam 22, calling Brick Baby a 304-zy, don't you nosy? That's crazy. That's some hoe ass. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it do sound a little whoosh. Y'all gonna say what you want to say, but it gave a little, I'm not gonna lie, Adam, it gave a little white privilege. Now, do I think Adam is wrong? No. You owe me 7 bands. Why would I continue to give you money if you're not on camera? You're not contributing to the financial aspect of the situation, when you being on camera is literally what pays you. You contributing to this podcast, and you being on here and you showing your face is literally what pays you, because you get paid to be seen. If you're not being seen, why would I pay you? So I can agree with him 100% on that. Now, was the verbiage appropriate? Hell no. Hell no. Adam gonna talk to you crazy. Adam gonna talk to you crazy. If you get in that position, boy, because I'm willing to bet that if Brick was on the street, that video would be very different. But at the same time, too, Adam is taking into account the reality of the situation. A Brick might not be on the streets for a long time. For a long time. And he does again have to recoup. Is Adam cool to still give the super chats and the merch and all that, and showing the solidarity and support of Brick Baby? For sure, that is. That's love. That's solid. You feel me? Because that's him using his platform to help Brick Baby's personal financial situation that has absolutely nothing to do with the platform, but still show loyalty to his homie and to his employee. But at the same time, it doesn't take away from Adam's personal financial aspect. You feel me? So I can see all sides of it. I'm gonna just get into this. Adams, you be saying some ish, boy. You be saying some ish, boy. Your name calling you crazy, but you know, your business is your business. All I know is this: be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow. But it's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. And never forget the video starts off with Adam acknowledging the fact that Lush is an annoying addict. Oh, that perky comment, wild. Referencing Brick Baby as a junkie, wild. Now, did you use the word junkie? No, you didn't use the word junkie. But the reference was made, and if you can read between the lines, he was making it seem like, well, nah, Brick don't really mean that. He just coming off them perks, and you know he hurting right now, and wooty bam this, wooty bam that. So he gonna say whatever, he gonna do whatever. He don't really mean it though, but you know he coming off them yerks and all that kind of stuff, blah blah blah. So his addiction is getting the betterment of him. Is pretty much what you're saying. He ain't said, but that's pretty much what he's saying. Cold work. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We gone. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Type at NTN Trap News Network. We back in the same, like, cook, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more. There's good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. For those of y'all too slow to fast forward through the intro, you're just an idiot, and we don't care about that. And if you leave any comments complaining about my intro, I'm gonna ban you for life, and you'll never be able to comment again. Because at this point of doing this, if you're too slow to fast forward through an intro to where you have to make a comment about it, complaining, you just don't want to be in my comments no more. So go ahead and take that ban forever, and then that could be that. It's gonna be somebody who's gonna patrol. I can do what I want to do, and you're gonna get banned. I promise you. I'm not gonna respond to you. You're just gonna never be able to comment again. We're adults. To not have the level of intelligence to fast forward through an intro of a YouTube video shows a different level of stupidity. And if you're that dumb, you don't deserve to be here. Straight like that. Like, comment, subscribe, get into the merch shop. Red dots to the left. I'm not there yet. Red dots to the left. You know the rest start from the beginning. Get to this merch shop. Tap in with the tap in. Tees, hoodies, long sleeves, shirts, short sleeves. And you can get into the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at Ricc Trap House. Slide over here to the merch shop, man. Get into that if you ain't got into all of that. Man at the Garden Freestyle. Please don't touch my I Got a Body on it. Fairy Tales. Won't forget Boogeyman. That's all out now. Tap in with that if you ain't tapped in with all of that. We got good merch. We got good music. We got a lot going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's 5:30 in the morning in LA. It's 8:30 in the morning in Atlanta. Make sure you tap in with that tap in. Get everything you need going on here at TNN Trap News Network. I want to go ahead and slide over to here, man. We're going to get into my man On Point Stories. Big shout out to On Point Stories. Whack 100 exposed. Loose Cannon, Brick Baby revealed court documents. Let's get into this content, see what On Point Stories got going on. If you ain't like, comment, subscribe to his page, make sure you do so. We finna jump into this. Let's go.
Do the minute orders of what happened in court, everything that was said. I think everybody's looking for all the Eddie Boy shit. That's what I'm guessing.
Click like. In this clip, Whack is about to call out Loose Cannon and Brick Baby for their internet games.
Bro, listen. And everybody got to remember, this is the situation Loose Cannon is in. And I told bro this, hey, look, bro, they are literally taking everything you say as is real. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
why would they take everything you've been saying as real? Is that why you're trying to go back and clean up everything you've been saying? Because everything that they're saying, that Luce is saying, they're taking as real. So everything that you've been saying, like giving powers to the Rolling 60s, they should take that as real as well too.
When you on here running content for YouTube or your channel, the police taking this shit that is real. For instance, they told me that him on the phone saying they had a riot.
Wait, they told you? Who is they? The police told you? Oh, this is crazy.
Came up in court. The DA, or whatever you call him, said he's still promoting violence on the phone. Now, for them to say Loose Cannon is still promoting violence on the phone, Loose in his head, he running content. But the situation he in, and the police, law enforcement, is taking everything he's saying as real, because they said, we did our research, and there was no riot and no fights.
So now Whack is doing what he has to do to make Loose Cannon look like an idiot. So now Whack is doing, he's going to say, well, no, I was just trying to protect him because, you know, that's my homie, and I didn't want him to look like he was in jail promoting violence and all kind of stuff like that. But in reality, Whack is doing, he knows what he's doing. He's discrediting Loose Cannon and making Loose Cannon look like an idiot.
And the unit on the yard. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. When they be talking on their phones, I take that shit with a grain of salt, because me personally, I know he running content, but what I'm trying to get him to understand is, bro, they're taking your content, they're taking your character, they're taking what you're saying, that you're using to entertain the fucking YouTube people, the streets, YouTube streets, as it's real. So if he get on there and say, yeah, baby, like right now, he got on there and said he broke his hand. There's no doubt in my mind that they're gonna go do a cavity search on him, check, and see if his hand's broke.
You don't have to do a cavity search to see if somebody's hand is broke. Bro, why is your mind in somebody's buka? Why do you have to do a cavity search to see if somebody's hand is broke? One has nothing. You don't have to examine the rectal cavities of another man, the anal cavities of another man to see if their hand is broke. Why is your mind on buka? That's crazy.
What I'm saying? So now on the flip side, maybe it could work for him in the long run. Well, they'll start to understand that when he on the phone or when he doing these interviews, the niggas in character. But as of now, they're taking everything he's saying as real.
Yeah, I don't think that the police care about a character when you're out here doing real crimes.
But also, Wack, he has to understand that he's already had.
And the fact that Wack is trying to like walk all this stuff back is crazy because he's trying to make it seem like he's not a part of the Flu Flammery, skullduggery, and larceny that led up to this case, and he in fact is. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that that never gets forgotten. The fact that Loose Cannon has the information proving that Wack 100 set up the No Jumper fight, i.e., setting up Jay Reed for content to get beat up at No Jumper.
At his first bill hearing, he's already got his first denial. So he should understand whatever they told him is what they told him. Like if they use it against him, dog, you heard them use it against you. So either you're gonna stop at they told you, or they didn't tell you.
Okay, so here goes, what is this right here? U.S. versus William detention order. Is that this is the updated, right? I guess this is updated. Let me see.
Is it from March?
No, this April 9th.
Okay.
So this gotta be it. It's like 4 pages. I don't know if they nature of defense, defendant role in alleged extortion robberies, 2 active protection orders, noting 1 is reciprocal, an outstanding warrant report of violent January 2025 incident. Is that No Jumper? I gotta be. It says I'm just reading. You see what I'm looking at? Prince?
Yeah, you reading that last page of that detention order?
Yeah, page 3, where it's in pen.
Yeah.
It's written in pen. I'm taking that. I did hear that they said they had a police report, but they didn't have a police report in there. So I think he's trying to file to get back in front of them to see if they can produce a police report.
Right.
Order that the defendant be committed to the custody. Defendant be afforded reasonable opportunity property. United States. Yeah, so I guess this is what they don't do the minute orders of what happened in court, everything that was said. I think everybody's looking for all the Eddie bullshit. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's why that's a big deal. Ethnicity for, I guess they're just using the details that's in the overall Big U indictment. Right? Prince, the page 18, 19 or whatever.
Yeah, the indictment.
No, I don't know. This shit, I don't know, Ghost Cutter. It's just that April 9th. So I don't know when it was out. But I'm thinking, bro, everybody that's in there, it's just me thinking, I could be wrong. Because we're looking for separate shit like Brick got, but he's on a separate thing. I don't know. Can we find the Monty girls in the visual?
Wack is saying a whole bunch of nothing, and all this is negating from. It's not going to negate us from the fact that Wack is the reason why all this is going on. I'm not going to say that he's the sole reason, but we're not going to forget that he's on camera admitting to giving powers to the Crips. He's on camera admitting to giving Big U a warning. He's on camera to admitting extorting other rappers. He's on camera admitting chasing Future through the airport, which is a federal crime, and all kind of shit like that. Like, this nigga's weird, bro. Like, this nigga's overall a weirdo, begeardo. For sure.
Down on all her shit, or it's just what's in the overall Big U indictment?
Give me not even 2 minutes. I just need to get her real name real quick.
Yeah, she's the, she had a funny last, maybe, I don't know, that's African or something. There was two ladies though, right? It's only two women, but her name is the real.
So, you here?
Yeah.
So what we're looking at right now is the paperwork we were looking for. The first set of documents we needed. This is the first set. This is, look, so that e-file date, remember, 4/8/49 is just that e-file date. It took about a week to get it into the system.
Okay.
All right? Remember, that's why we said, hey, give it about a week. We should see about next week, Friday, right? Give them the e-file.
And really, they not giving you what happened. They just giving you why they hold it.
Yeah, they just giving the outcome of what happened.
They Trevor Fitz and defendants role in that alleged extortion robberies. And that's kind of like, damn, that's fucked up, bro, because they're using the robbery to say he was part of the extortion. But see...
But if you rob somebody on behalf of somebody else who's being charged with RICO, that would be a part of the extortion.
See, Lavish, where that gets tricky for me at, Ghost, and I kind of need you on this. Actually, let's roll traffic. Let's roll to the south, because ain't no telling how long we're going to get to talk about this shit.
Get in the comments with your thoughts.
All right, man. Big shout out to On Point Stories. He be having a lot of good stuff for us going on. We up out to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angels. He's free. We go. The bigs to 8th and 9 from the deuce, the foe. The bigs to 8th and 9 from the deuce, the foe. The bigs to 8th and 9 from the deuce, the foe. The bigs to 8th and 9 from the deuce, the foe. The bigs to 8th and 9 from the deuce, the foe. The bigs to 8th and 9 from the deuce, the foe. The bigs to 8th. I forgot that I had to take the boys to get their hair braided this morning. I 100% forgot that. I mean, they made it. She wasn't tripping. You feel me? That was 30 minutes late, but I told you it's the same girl who I've been knowing since I was 17 when I first started coming out here. You feel me? So she wasn't tripping. She goes, government, I'm on live, but she goes, government name. I said, what's up? She goes, where you at? I said, oh shit, I was supposed to be there at 10, huh? She goes, you good? She goes, you having a rough morning? I said, honestly, I ain't even having a rough morning. I got some real sleep last night. She goes, okay, you good? Just be there by 11. I said, it's cool. It ain't no distance. It's like going from the hood to Simply Hosting. So I didn't go nowhere. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, where you on your way to? Where you going? I'm on live, so obviously I'm not saying you can to your final destination. All right. Yeah, your final destination, no. Smoke show, what's up, deal? Deja vu, what's the deal? My bad, y'all. Give me a second. Let me do my morning check-in with my baby. You feel me? Give me my little stuff. Look, I got somebody that love me. I love her back. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my little shit. You got everything you need, though? All right. You're gonna have a successful event, man. I'm proud of you. You're doing your shit, babe. I'm proud of you. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna do well, you're gonna be the best at what you do, you're gonna teach an amazing class, y'all gonna be out there you know, doing what y'all do. I ain't gonna say in detail, but I mean, are you facilitating? Okay. Well, I'm proud of you, baby, for sure. And I do stand by this before I get my video started. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Work how you got to work. Don't worry about the money for the contract. Just know your nigga got you. Just do your part, and I got you. It's like money ain't no issue. It's on like that shit come. We was talking about that, and you already know my theory and my thought process on money and how little I care about it because of the way it comes. You feel me? So I just want to see you happy. I just want to see you at your best, and I want to see you excel, and I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? The better you look, the better you look, the better you feel, the more you will provide to this family. So I just want to see you at your best. You feel me? And I'd make sure I do what I got to do to make sure that you at your best. We got this. Same shit. So work hard, stack what you got to stack, save what you got to save. When I come out there, I promise you, we said by July. So I said, you know, do what you got to do. And when July come, what you got is what you don't got. What you got is what you got. What you don't got is what you don't got. And I'm feeling the rest. But that way, by the time August hit in the school year, the contract is in rotation. You feel me? Sound like a plan? I got you. We in this shit together. All right. Enough of y'all being in my personal business and in my household. Enough of y'all being in my business in my household. Me and my girl got going on. You feel me? Hey, I want to say this too. I've said this once and I've said this twice. Big shout out to T-Rail and Heather. Big shout out to T-Rail and Heather. Big shout out to T-Rail and Heather. I learned a lot from watching them as a couple. I learned a lot from watching them develop and grow. I've been watching them for some years now. Y'all don't know that T-Rail and Heather started off as a YouTube couple. But shout out to T-Rail and Heather, man. They set a lot of examples for Black love and Black families and all that. So I always want to show love to them. Me and T-Rail be having some cool little conversations about the topic of. So, you know what I'm saying? I always want to show love to that. All right. Enough of what I got going on. Are y'all ready to scream out gang gang? Do you gang bang? Homies turned to they gang bang. I love that song. Chuck your gang signs if you gang bang. I can't chuck my gang signs on camera, but you know what I'm saying. Father of the year next to you. Hey, my nigga, as long as I'm father of the year next to you, my nigga, that ain't a bad person to be next to. You feel me? Hey, G thing. If I'm father of the year next to you, I ain't mad at that, my nigga. I ain't mad at that because that means that both our families got A1 men leading these households. Let me open these blinds real quick. Ooh, hold on. I'm from the deuce, the foe, the big to 8 to 9. I'm from the deuce, the foe, the big to 8 to 9. Pour fucking deuce, this foe, and I'm gonna keep a 9. Fuck the deuce, a foe. I'm gonna keep a 9. All right. And I'll be sliding down Rose Ranch with my close friends. Ugh. I'll be sliding down Slauson Ave off a whole half. If you run up on our homies and they gon' blast. Pull up in that Rolls Royce and act a whole ass. Bitch, I'm from the ass, the shaw, and bitch, I keep my 9. I'm from the ass, the shaw, and bitch, I keep my 9. Shout out to everybody from the 30s to the 100s, 20s to the 100s, all of them. Random, before I start, girlfriend, babe, talking to you. A nigga was in my DMs this morning because it was hot. That nigga was in my DM this morning. I know you this, and you whoopty bam, and blah, blah. I said, nigga, I'm from all of them. Shut the fuck up. He goes, what you mean? I said, nigga, you know exactly what I mean. All of them, nigga. Don't try that shit. Shut your bitch ass up and get the fuck out of my DM before you end up on the next episode of Attention Gang Members. If y'all ain't follow my Instagram series, Attention Gang Members, you need to go check that shit out. It's fire. I promise you, if you ain't follow my Instagram series, Attention Gang Members, you need to check that shit out. It's fire. You ain't never seen a bunch of gang members so mad that don't want to fight. You better chill out, nigga. Where you from there? All of them? All of them? Nigga? All of them? All of them, no. But like all of them, nigga. So chill out. For some shit happened to you. Where my lighter at? Here you go. Turn this air on. Why is the heat on? Kids messing with the heat. All right.
Turn this air on. Got my lighter. I got me a little blunt roll. You feel me? Nigga from all sides, nigga. All of them. Nigga, what you mean? Oh, I said all of them, nigga. And the one that you beef with the most, that's the one I scream the loudest. All of them, nigga. If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. But all of them know. But like not all sides. All of them know. It's the difference between all sides and all of them. I'm from all of them. All of them. Let's get into this, man. And I be hollering out, gang. Do you gang bang? I mean, around and gang bang. Trying to get it up, baby, you gang bang. All right. Dude, makes the 8 that I. All right. Are y'all ready? All right, let's do this. When you ain't got to ask your girl how far to her destination because you got her location, you can just see where she's going, so you know how far until she gets to her location because y'all that level of creepy with each other. See up. What's the deal, y'all? We're trying to type it in 10 inch Trap News Network back in the same. Like you're cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. For more of the good content we got going on here at 10 Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, though. You can't get in nobody's college, though. You feel me? Hey, Wentz, if you know, you know, big dog. If you know, you know. Hold on. Oh, my bad. What? That's me. That's you. Boom. Fresh Trap, man. Look, it's Saturday, man. We in a good mood. RichTrapHouse.com, blah, blah, blah. Insert intro here. Insert intro here. Advertisement, promotion, advertisement, music, merch, advertisement, promotion, intro. We're done. Anyway, with that being said, it's Saturday, bro. It's my day off. I don't have to take the news serious on Saturday. Saturday, I can have fun and I can do what I want to do. You feel me? Hey, I'm finna bring back Crippin' in the Kitchen, though. I'm bringing back Crippin' in the Kitchen. They don't know. This summer, it's going to be a Crippin' in the Kitchen summer, big dog. Skin Dog, you been following me since Crippin' in the Kitchen? You a real one. We bringing back Crippin' in the Kitchen this summer. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a fire summer, man. It's going to be a fire summer. I got new channels coming out, relationship channel coming out, lifestyle channel coming out. And in the relationship, the lifestyle channel is going to be the new channel for the relationships, the kids, cooking, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to keep giving y'all the news. And I'm going to have a Trap Shicey channel where we're going to just be ignorant. But right now, we finna talk about Snitch Hundo. Snitch Hundo, don't you wando? You feel me? The Wando Hundo. You feel me? You a TikTok on YouTube, you turn it to, damn, I gotta be a fraud on YouTube, bro. Everything the same for everybody, bro. Like, golly, everything don't gotta be for everybody. What I do on TikTok don't gotta be what I do on YouTube. What I do on Instagram don't gotta do what I do on YouTube. On none of that. You feel me? We keep everything where it's at, big dog. And like right now, we finna keep Snitch Under where he at. Let's get into this. Let's go. Whoa, how big are you? And that's all you're lifting? Nigga, I lift more than you. Bro, that nigga got 220. Wait, hold on. We already did the video on her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that coochie she gave me. This nigga's only listing. You got the bar with 235s on it. What the hell? That's how you lit with the California Love shirt? With your chi-chis out? What's up with this ninja, bro? Like you 300 plus pounds and this is what you're lifting? Come on, bro. We already started this off on the wrong foot. You lift like a nigga that's telling. How you a grown? Shout out my nigga West LA Success. How you a grown man and you weak as fuck? You a grown man and you weak as fuck. Nigga, them is 30s? Man. Nigga, I'm 165, 167, and I lift more than that. Even I put the 45s and the 25 on it. I start off with the 35s, then I go up to the 45s, and then I put the 10 on top of the 45s. And then if I'm really feeling myself, I can do the 10s. I can do the 45s, the 10s with another 5, and I can do that. You feel me? Come on, bro. Man, like this shit is wild.
Like, share, subscribe. Them dudes, that's the three stooges, man. Three big dummies. You got Big Dummy, Brick Dummy, And Dumb Cannon. All niggas.
I'm not gonna lie, Brick Demi is kind of funny. Brick Demi is kind of funny. Brick Demi is kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Brick Demi is kind of funny. Ain't the Universal bar 45 pounds?
It's like
ain't like the standard bar like 45, 50 pounds?
You niggas out here.
Do y'all think that because I'm skinny, I ain't strong? My nigga, I do jujitsu. I lift people. Like, I lift people. At 167, when you doing jujitsu and you rolling, they're not gonna say, hey, bro's 300 pounds. He can't roll with you. My nigga, I lift people. I'm a lot stronger than what people think I am. I lift people. Have you ever been on your side and have to lift the motherfucker off you, and then now you got to switch into a reverse and switch into a mount, or you got to take the back or whatever, blah, blah, blah? Man, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, hey, skin dog. Yeah, you feel me? Everything ain't for everybody, big dog. That's it. Everything's ain't for everybody. You feel me? But my nigga, I lift people. So I get that, like I'm not no little nigga. Like, I get that I'm skinny. You feel me? But I lift people. Like, jujitsu and all that kind of stuff is I have a person on top of me, and I have to get him off me and then adjust it to where now I am in the dominant position of going for a submission. You feel me? This right here. Why are you lifting this? Like, get some real weight. This how are you a grown man and you're weak as? I don't understand.
Trying to get bail. Trying to get out of jail.
Like, bro, that shit says 25. You see, that shit says 25. As big as you are, that is crazy. You a big old weak ass nigga, bro. You are weak as fuck. Nigga, how are you 6'4", 6'5", over 300 pounds? You lifting a bar with 225s on both sides. Nigga, what? Nigga, my bitch lift more than you. What's up with you, bro? Niggas is crazy. And she's laughing because she does. Nigga, you're weak as fuck. Nigga, you're weak as fuck. That nigga got tattletale muscles. Oh, God.
Like, bro, why was y'all?
Like, bro, I get that we supposed to be listening to this nigga. Nigga, this is your weightlifting? Oh, yeah, bro. I'll whoop the shit out of you, my nigga. Yeah, we live. And we are in live watching this nigga be over 300 pounds, over 6'4", lifting 45-pound bar with 220 with a 25 on both sides. This nigga right here, boy.
Doing stuff in the streets. If y'all wasn't prepared to go to jail, bro. The difference between you three busters, bro, when I was in the streets doing what I was doing, I was prepared for whatever came with it, bro, whether it be death or prison. I wasn't complaining about neither one because I knew what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So you dudes is out here doing stupid shit. Let's start with the big dummy. You got out of prison and got a contract with the LAPD. You was in position to set people up and get people jobs.
Hey, this nigga having the badge with the vest and the gun on his hip with the weave is crazy. The weave is the craziest part about it.
You messed that off. Being in the streets, tied to a murder, extortion, robbery, racketeering, all type of stuff. Dummy, big dummy. You know what I'm saying? You had it made for you, big dummy.
Nah, sir, hotness. I ain't saying that it's easy, but what I am saying is at 6'3", 167 pounds, and that nigga being 6'5", over 300 pounds, I shouldn't be lifting more than you. That's what I am saying. I do strength training, endurance training, speed training, cardio training, 3 different types of fight training damn near every day. Nah, nigga. It ain't no reason why I should be lifting more than that nigga doing anything. Period, point blank. And that nigga got me beat by over 200 pounds damn near.
Loose cannon brick, baby. You two dummies got newborn babies. Y'all don't give a fuck about y'all babies. You know.
See, you're gonna think about this dork too. He has a child. And you don't care about your child because you keep putting my little cousin in stupid situations. You got niggas out here. That's my cousin. You got niggas out here exposing your address, where you stay at, nigga, your route from your house to your favorite steakhouse. Nigga, you got my little cousin in that house and you an idiot, dummy. You just a nigga in a weave.
Because if y'all did, y'all be out getting square jobs, trying to be there for y'all babies. Y'all both got newborn babies and y'all in the feds. You niggas is two dumb busters. You know what I'm saying? Bitch-ass little busters, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You niggas ain't in jail, my niggas, for because times was bad. You niggas ain't in jail for trying to get some money to pay for doctor bills, pay for living for your children. You niggas in jail for some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? You niggas did some dumbass shit, and now y'all crying, trying to bail out and crying and making content. Look, you just stupid. Don't nobody give a fuck about you little busters, bro. Have no remorse for you niggas. You left them kids out here with no daddy, man. You feel me? Why all these niggas go to jail and want to be a burden to everybody else? You fucked your life up. You know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to hold on to the women? You know what I'm saying? And make them lonely. Fuck their life up. You know what I'm saying? And have these kids out here fatherless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucked your life up. Like, let the women move on, bro. Let the women get a man who can provide, you know what I'm saying, who can watch the kids, you know what I'm saying, who can teach the kids something. You can't teach them kids nothing from no jail cell, bro. You can't provide nothing, you know what I'm saying? So you dudes be in the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, you hitting multiple birds with one stone. You dudes messed your life up, and now y'all dragging y'all women and children down to be a burden. They gotta be worried about taking jail calls, putting their phone on. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the phone charged, answer the phone and stop what they're doing, answer your phone call.
Well, in life, we all have to make sure our phone is charged. I'm gonna after I'm done with this and I'm done with the video, I'm finna get into all gym related questions because I'm finna bust somebody head in the chat too. Give me a second. Let's just get through this.
You know what I'm saying? Taking money out their hard-earned money and send you money, the grown man money. You know what I'm saying? So you niggas don't give a fuck about y'all children. Y'all don't give a fuck about y'all children. Y'all not fooling me. I care about my children. I ain't been in jail since I had kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not out here doing stuff that could jeopardize my freedom, that taking away from my children, and have me not being able to provide for my children. You know what I'm saying? That's what a real man does. You know.
Y'all want to see how slow 600 is? 600 is so slow that he puts up his car with the license plate. I got the clock right there, so y'all can't see it all. But this nigga is so slow. He puts up his car with the license plate. We all know that's your Tesla Model X. You doing push-ups. You want everybody to see the Model X. Nigga, why you didn't blur out your license plate number? Oh, boy. And he wants to talk about people putting their kids in danger. Oh, boy. 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 It's a lot of people. He's just not one of them. You feel me? Ding bat. As my mama would say, that boy a dingbat. Remember when that was like the phrase our mamas used to say, dingbat? That boy is a box of rocks, boy. I swear to God. Box of rocks. A box of rocks, boy. Dingbat. Dingbat, dingbat, dingbat. Shout out to YouTube Police Department. He said that's his patrol car. The plates and the address come back to the station. Probably. Because that nigga's a dingbat. A dingbat. That boy dumb as a box of rocks. Slow as a box of socks.
Like I said, I can respect some people who, like I say, times get hard sometimes for us out here. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes say, man, you know.
Common sense ain't common nowadays. It's all debit or credit for sure. All debit or credit.
Provide. You guys didn't do that. You're not in there for trying to get no money to provide. Y'all did some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So I have no remorse for y'all. They need to make an example out of you busters. Somebody need to go fuck y'all bitches. Them bitches need to leave you jailbird niggas in there and live their life. You niggas ain't coming home for a while. See y'all soon, man.
All right, man. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Y'all were trying to like, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More to good content. Hold on. Rich Rapper, tap it out. 10-inch Trap News Network. Make sure y'all be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow. But today, be at your absolute very best. You know the rest. Red dots to the left. Free Avenue Edge tweets. Free we go. And I gotta go do a quick little errand. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll be back with the academic stuff. So y'all just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to this Trap News beat. We tripping. Oh, and then somebody who asked me what my curl, whatever is, I don't know how to count the y'all help me count the weight because I don't know how to count the weight. I know this. I know on the straight out bar, on the bar that just goes straight out, it's the one that bend and it's like easier to curl because it bend. It's like whatever that one. I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about the straight out bar, the one that you do your bench presses on. You feel me? On the straight out bar, I could do the bar and a 35, and then I'll be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I'm really feeling myself, I could do the 35, and I could put another 5 pound on. I could put 35, and then 5 pound on that, and then I could do that. I could hit that 10 times. You feel me? So that's that. On the one that bend,
I could get some good money in that. On the one that bend, when I'm sitting down, I could do 35, 5, 5, and 5. So what would that be? 35 plus 5, that'd be 50. So I guess 50 on both sides. I could do that sitting down. Standing up, when I got like the position, I could add another 5 on top of that. You feel me? No, I'm live right now. Yeah. I don't know how much none of the bars weigh. Like I don't know how to add. I ain't no weight. I ain't no fucking no power, no professional weightlifter. I don't know. I just know how much the bar weigh, and I can tell you how much the weights is I put on the sides, and y'all can tell me the math off that. What I do know is it ain't no 25 on that motherfucker, and we ain't putting the 25 on camera like we proud of it. That's what the fuck I do know. That's what the fuck I do know. I know that nigga's a grown man and he's weak as fuck. I know you a grown man and you weak as fuck, nigga. I don't know how you a grown man and you weak as fuck. All right, let's get to this. No, you good, man. So real quick, man, introducing to y'all to the stage. We got IBM Hoodlum, one of the members of the IBM one of the IBM clique. So would Luce be like the general and you would be like the capo? Like, how does this totem pole work for the IBM dudes?
There ain't no totem pole.
Oh, y'all just all kicking it.
We all walk together, bro.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta understand, Luce just started IBM, but we all walk together. We don't look at nobody to be underneath one another. We all walk together, bro. That's just what it is.
Jesus and the disciples. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, y'all like Jesus and the disciples. Y'all just on this motherfucking kicking it, sliding this bitch together.
Yeah, I don't look at nobody underneath me or above me. You feel me? Like I look at all my niggas equal.
Man, so let's get cut straight to the bullshit, man. What the people want to know. Number one, me and you chopped it up earlier, but my first question to you would be, why is it Rocc is all of a sudden going against the IBM team, but specifically Loose Cannon?
I mean, like I said, as far as y'all know, the first time everybody, heard they bumped heads was because of the swatting situation at Loose house. Rocc tried to discredit Loose by saying it was a lie because they had some business, I guess, that day at 12 o'clock, and basically Loose came up with some bullshit to not do the business with Rocc. That right there is what popped everything off. But like I said before, Rocc 100 calls that the fake beef. You know what I'm saying? So that was basically pretty much where everything started at. You know what I mean? So
wait, when you say fake beef, what you mean?
That's what he calls it. I don't know. He calls it the fake beef.
Yeah, because it's crazy that throughout all of this, Rocc ain't yelled free Loose Cannon not one time.
Not one time, and I pointed that out too. I've actually seen R&B come in Sunday service with Sharice and actually say free Loose Cannon. I've seen niggas that was bumping heads with IBM say free Loose Cannon. Shout out Compton Ricc, because we was at it for a minute, but he's actually showed, a little respect, like, you know what, free him. We don't wish, jail on nobody type shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I was gonna say, even on my platform, like I shut down. We grown men, so grown men gonna be grown men. But I don't allow nobody to say nothing about Sharice on my platform because, despite the fact of all things, she's still a single mom out here right now with a baby. So we're gonna leave it alone at that. You feel me?
Right.
If you can't respect nothing else, you respect the fact that she at the house by herself with that kid, and that's enough to kind of fall back. You feel me?
Right.
So, what is the root of this fallout with Rocc? You saying like it's some business. What is this business that's so big that had this nigga Rocc so mad that got him going against this nigga all of a sudden?
To this day, bro, I don't know. Whatever was supposed to be at 12, I know. Luce never told me. A lot of the stuff Luce did with Rocc, he wouldn't inform us about it. So whatever he had going with Rocc at 12, I still have yet to find out what that is. But I'm gonna be honest, I never asked Luce what it was. I'm not that type of nigga to just be in niggas' business like that.
Right.
Luce should pass me, and then we'll go from there. So when the nigga Rocc said that, I didn't go, well, let me go ask the nigga Luce what he talking about. I never asked Luce. I still can't tell you to this day what business was at 12.
Okay, but whatever it was, it pissed Rocc off enough to where now he wants to publicly discredit Luce and now make him seem like he is not what he. And it's crazy because now Rocc is trying to make Luce seem like he's the opposite of what he's backed him to be this entire time.
Right.
So, like, for example, I'm watching an interview with him and Officer Loveboy. Hey, Fly Vernon 7. Why don't you just come on? Hey, my nigga, come up to the stage, my nigga. Come up to the stage. And then you can voice all your grievances, my nigga. You got 90 seconds to come up to the stage, or we're gonna put you out the chat for being a bitch. So you can bring your whole ass up to the stage and say what you gotta say, or you get your bitch ass on my chat for the rest of the day. Pick one. Your 90 seconds starts now. And if you drop another comment without jumping on my stage, we automatically putting your bitch ass out of here. You try again tomorrow, bitch nigga. Boys, aka Snitch Honey and Young Aunt Hefe. And even in talking to this conversation with Young Aunt Hefe, he was like, yeah, well, you know, people think that on the internet, you know, we're supposed to really be these characters, not they characters. But for the last 3 years, Rocc has been in real life and on the internet costing people their jobs, their relationships, doxing people, all kind of stuff. And now all of a sudden it's fake. But it seems like it's fake all at the disadvantage and the discrediting of everything Loose Cannon has going on. What you think about that?
Right. I guess. I mean, Rocc is tricky, bro. You know what I mean? People gotta understand he's like I said, he's a liar. I've already exposed that a lot of the shit that Rocc comes up with, it be all lies, bro. It be plays to get numbers. Rocc is infatuated with numbers on the internet. There's phone calls. I used to sit on the phone with Rocc and Loose, and all he's talking about is dissecting numbers. That's all he's worried about. He'll run anything past you. It could be all fabricated. And if he know it'll bring it back, he'll run it. I'm about to expose some shit. When I go live tonight, I'm finna expose some shit.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in with bro live tonight. He going live at 9 o'clock LA time, right?
Right.
Yeah, 9 o'clock LA time. That's midnight in the A.
Then them niggas, you know, try to discredit Loose.
Hey, y'all ever notice that whenever I tell niggas to come up on the stage, all that shit talking stop, all that trolling stop? Niggas, you know what's crazy? This is the part that's the wildest shit to me. I'm gonna get back to the video after this. The wildest shit to me is how a nigga can be pussy over the fucking computer. I wish a nigga would call me out over the fucking computer. I whoop shit in real life. I wish one of you niggas would call me out with a fucking link. With a fucking link. Insane King 713, please send me that clip. Insane King 713, please send me that clip ASAP to my Instagram, please. It's crazy how a nigga drop a link and all the talking stop. And niggas got every excuse on why they can't hit a fucking link. You niggas is so pussy, you can't even, niggas stop being able to use their thumbs when aggression hit. Niggas is that turned down. Niggas lose all functionality of their fucking thumb. This is what separates us from the animals. Opposable fucking thumbs, nigga. You're an animal. Niggas stop having anything. You drop a link and niggas stop having anything to say. It's crazy. Opposable thumbs, people, it's literally what separates us from the fucking animals. It's literally what separates. This one is, I got a double jointed one, whatever. Don't worry about it. I can do that. Don't worry about it. Thumbs is what separates us from the fucking animals. I'm not even gonna block that nigga. I'm gonna let your bitch ass stay because you're a bitch. You're not even a worry, nigga. You're a bitch. That shit is crazy. You drop a link on a nigga, they stop talking. Wild.
When a nigga 600 made a video and said, we don't run fake plays. That's bullshit. And I got something I'm gonna drop tonight to show y'all that them niggas be lying. They're liars, bro.
Hey, I wanted to ask you this too. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. They're liars. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, look what they're trying to do now. Oh, put the video on me. I only basically, like I said, when I put the video out, is because Loose already felt like, you know what, the shit is already out there because the nigga 600, you could post it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how that came along with me even putting the shit on the internet.
I want to come back to that. Before we go to that, I want to get into, in the last conversation that Sharice dropped on her page, it was a conversation with him, 600. I'm sorry, when I say him, I mean Loose. Is Loose, 600, and Rocc. And the conversation is about Brick Baby informing 600 about the Big U Rico years ago. And I guess Rocc had 600 had told that information to Rocc. Am I following that correct so far?
Yeah, the audio you're talking about that she put out from a long time ago.
Yeah. So, okay, so before I ask my question, can you please explain to us what that audio is?
The audio, nobody knew the audio existed. I was on the phone with Sharice and Loose when that audio was spoke on. And the whole point of that audio is because the nigga 600 was running content on Loose. That's when he had made the video like, oh, Loose told on his brother type shit. So Luce felt like, okay, he running content on me. I want to run content on him. So the whole point of that audio was to expose how 600 deals with Luce Cannon when Luce Cannon's on the street versus when he's locked up. He gets locked up, 600 pokes his chest out. When Luce is on the streets, you hear how he communicates with Luce. He's like a female. He stays in his place. That was the whole point of that audio. But of course, 600 goes and spins his narrative on it. And see, this is the thing, right? You can't. He makes this video and he tries to point out, well, why would Sharice put out something that the feds don't have? Okay, the feds have not heard this audio. Blase, right? So I sit here and I think to myself, like, well, it's a contradiction as well. People could say, oh, Hoodlum, you're contradicting yourself. You put the video out too. But like I said, I used their tactics. I put some shit out that was already on the internet. That's what they saying about the Big U shit, right? Well, we talking about shit that was already on the internet. I would have never put the video out if Luce didn't give me the okay. The shit was already out there. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why, here, fuck it. It is what it is at this point. You can't do nothing about it. 600 put the video out. Niggas clipped it up. You see what I'm saying? I clipped it up. I wind up getting shit sent to me the next day or the same day, but the shit was already all over the internet. You see what I'm saying? So what he tried to say was, well, the feds don't have this. Why would you put this audio out and basically give them something else to go with to try to keep him in there? He basically tried to say she had an ulterior motive, like she's doing shit to keep him in there because she want to fuck around type shit. But see, he should be saying that to Whack. A lot of people don't know, right? And I'm gonna show that tonight. The audio y'all heard hit the internet with Dale and Luce. Remember that got put on the internet after Luce got locked up, right?
Okay,
I don't know if you heard that audio.
Just give a brief description to those who don't know.
Well, there was an audio that was leaked between the nigga Dale and Luce Cannon. Okay, that audio hit the internet after Luce got locked up.
For those of y'all who don't know, that's the snitch in a Big U Rico.
Right. Dale is the one that they say that had the dispensary, or whatever the case may be, right? That audio was leaked when Luce got locked up. Now, mind you, do y'all know who the first person who had the audio?
Who was that?
SBGB TV.
Because he got it from Whack.
Exactly. Nigga, right. Whack is the one that put the audio out. So when you're sitting here, why would Sharice do this to help the feds keep him in there longer? Well, why the fuck would Whack put out that audio? Because the feds didn't have that either. Nigga, I got the proof of him admitting it in my phone. That will be exposed tonight.
So this nigga Whack put out more. Yep. So this is like I said before. I've said recently in my video that I'm gonna start calling out YouTubers for using their comments to say the shit that they really want to say, but they hide behind, no, the nigga in the comments said it, the nigga in the comments said it. But nah, nigga, you really feel that way. That's why you allowing that shit on your platform. It's the same concept. Whack don't want to say he gave it to the SB whatever TV nigga, and he said it for him.
All right.
Okay.
And that's how we kind of figured out that you know, I was already looking in. You got to understand this. Whack was tripping about hold on. What's your channel name real quick? Oh yeah,
Trap News Network. Yeah, everything is Trap News Network, Instagram, all that.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go to your shit on my PC real quick. 3 months ago, motherfucking Whack was over there trying to get SBGB shut down.
I remember.
He was trying to get motherfuckers to mass report SBGB TV. That's because whenever you got numbers and you can defeat Whack on the internet, his playground, he'll try to tear you down. Now, mind you, 3 months ago, the nigga Whack was trying to get that nigga tore down. About a month ago, I decided to go ahead and dip over there and see what SBG was talking about. And I hear him on a phone call with Whack all friendly.
Friendly as fuck.
That's kind of odd.
Friendly as
fuck.
fuck.
You can't beat him, join him, right? You can't beat him, join him, right? So I'm like, okay, this shit is weird. And then next thing you know, we started seeing the nigga and shit like that. Once you start dealing with Whack, all of a sudden you were in possession of the same type of shit that Whack is usually in possession of. Remember, everybody already been questioning Whack, like, how this nigga always got the shit the police got? How he always get it? Next thing you know, SBGB TV all of a sudden got the same type of shit that he couldn't get a hold of 3 months ago now that he's dealing with Wack. See, people don't understand what confirms that he's in cahoots with Wack and he's playing anti-Wack, because I found out that that's the whole plan, is because the audio from Dale. Nobody had that audio trap but Wack. You want to know who else had the audio?
Who was that?
The homie that's locked up right now. 2 people had the audio. One's in the feds, one's out. But like I said, he admitted to it, and I got it in a screenshot. So it don't even matter.
Yeah, well, I knew the SBG TV nigga. I knew he was flawed when I sent him the video. Remember I was telling you about the video of the phone call with me and Wack and blah, blah, blah. I sent that shit to that nigga, and he acted like he didn't see it. But you could, my nigga Instagram tell me that you seen it, my nigga, so you all good.
Right.
So that told me right there, like he was, he was, as they like to say, compromised.
Right.
So let me ask you this question. How do you feel about people who would say Lou spoke too much about the situation himself?
Well, I already spoke on that before, and I said, his wife probably tell you the same shit. I just figure like niggas probably thought that because a certain amount of time went by and that nobody was paying attention. I mean, that's pretty much what that was. I don't think the homie actually went up there and was like, I'm gonna do this to get, caught up. I figure like because certain time went by, it was a long time ago, niggas felt like nobody was zooming in and paying attention to it. But unfortunately, it backfired because the feds was watching. I guess Big U, when they bring in Rico, that means the nigga been being watched for a long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I feel like the homie just didn't know that motherfuckers was watching because all the time that went by. That's pretty much, what that was.
So keeping it on the my bad. I got you, Draco. Keep it on the same topic. This nigga Draco, you burnt out. That nigga said, who paid for wax BBLs? You burnt out, nigga.
that is funny, right? That's funny.
On the same topic though, now when you have things like Wack taking the watch up to No Jumper and saying, yeah, if you want the watch back, he can come get it and blah, 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 confirming that not only did the fight happen, but now you have valuables and stolen goods from this. Anytime you hit somebody with a yistle, that's an attempt for sure. You feel me?
All right.
And then when you strip somebody naked, you get that SA charge. You feel me?
Right.
So what do you think?
I mean, like I said, him bringing that watch up there, just only he basically said, yeah, somebody did get robbed. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And that shit is just strange to me. Like, why would you bring the evidence back to the crime scene?
And what do you think his intention was behind that?
To throw IBM under the bus. He tried to disassociate himself with IBM after that shit happened. Remember, he was taking credit. Yeah, my team this. Yeah, you see what happens, and my team gonna do this, my team gonna do that. And then when the nigga seen how serious that shit got, because once that shit hit the internet, he was like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh shit, Jay Reed doing interviews, that shit went up like wildfire with Compton Ricc. That's when he was like, fuck, he scrambled. He was in panic mode. Now I gotta find a way to disassociate myself with this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what Wack was doing.
Because you're not from LA, you from Vegas, right?
Nah, I'm originally from LA, born and raised in Compton, bro. I moved to Vegas when I was 13.
Okay,
I didn't
got it.
until I went to Vegas. Then I started banging from Vegas.
Okay, so look at it like this. We all know Burbank. Nigga, who the hell do you know can get a speeding ticket in Burbank without ending up with a warrant for missing court, let alone get into a full-blown viral brawl that's seen across all media platforms?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it never made sense. I said back in January, early January, late December, I said if Wack don't get picked up within the next 4 months, it's going to be a tricky situation. And here we are 4 months later, and it's looking like the walls is closing in on this nigga.
Well, I know some shit that's confidential, and trust me, YouTube is about to go crazy with it. Like I told you, just remember I'm telling you this.
Do it got something to do with a situation that might have everybody in jail by June?
I can't speak on that, but just know you're going to remember this conversation I'm having you, and your motherfucking numbers is probably going to be out the roof. Just know that, bro.
I mean,
and when I tell you, like, this is what you got to understand, bro. Like I always tell people, I'm a thoroughbred, solid nigga, bro. And when I fuck with somebody, I fuck with them. And unfortunately, the way this shit happened, it happened. But when you got a certain relationship with certain people, it hurts to see what niggas is going through and, what the situation has amounted to. And that's the reason why I'm so big on the 600 situation. Like, nigga, you was not supposed to put that video on the internet. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Toxic media. I'm getting some shit together. Stay around, my nigga. I got something for you. Give me literally 5 minutes, bro, and I'm finna run another piece of content that y'all niggas is gonna want to see. This is from last night conversation with IBM Hoodlum. So it ain't live, but it's within the last 12 hours for sure, my nigga. So you might have missed this shit. Go ahead and clip up what you need, bro. You know I ain't never tripping. Do your shit. And if y'all ain't followed the homie Toxic Media on YouTube, follow the homie Toxic Media. He be doing his big one. Make sure y'all tap in with bro. Show bro a whole bunch of love. So yeah, hey, my nigga, kick it for like 5 minutes, bro. And I'm finna jump back on the live. I'm just running this for the people who missed it yesterday, but I'm only finna run it for like 5 more minutes.
And I told Luce, like, as soon as he did it, like, okay, you gotta watch this dude, you know? I felt like Loose Cannon's back was against the wall when it came out. I don't, like I told you, I don't know what was the whole point of sending a video out to niggas. All I know I can confirm is Rocc is the one that sent it to 600 in academics. I found out today that Rocc sent it to Flacco. I don't know what was said when the video was sent to people, like, hey, this is supposed to be for this, or whatever the case may be. I don't know shit. Like I told you, I didn't know nothing about the situation until I woke up the next day, seen the motherfucking notification pop up for YouTube. 600 uploaded a video. I go because I remember we fucked with 600 at that time, so I was heavy supporting him. Anybody from the team or at 100 side that was doing anything, I made sure I went over there, liked they shit, shared they shit, whatever the case may be. So I click on it, and that's when I seen him like, yeah, this, that, woo, 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 you know, the little shit he had in the beginning of the video, and then boom, the whole motherfucking fight video come on. I didn't even know what it was. So when I seen the whole thing, I actually rewound the motherfucker. Then I screen recorded the motherfucker. Then I called Luce after. Boom, I called Luce. He like, look, I'm finna call cuz. Boom, get off the phone with me. He called a nigga 600. He called me back a couple minutes later, said 600 gonna take it down, which he didn't take it down. He still left the motherfucker up, which is kind of strange to me. Like you wanted it on there longer for some reason. Then YouTube came and snagged it down. Nigga, not even an hour. Luce called me like, man, what the fuck? And that's when he was like, fuck it. You know, you might as well post it. I said, I'm gonna clip it up. I clipped it up on the one on YouTube. Now, the shit, I posted it on my Facebook as well, but I didn't clip that up. Nobody's on my Facebook. Now, my big as a motherfucker. So when I put it on my Instagram, I clipped it up, but it don't even really matter. The motherfucking video was already out there because the nigga 600. He put the whole...
So,
like, I just didn't understand that.
Before we get to 600, because I want to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
And this is just my opinion. The most alarming thing about the video is not the obvious of the fight and people getting stripped. It's the fact that prior to the incident taking place, the video's already rolling for like 1 minute. Like this is clearly a setup thing. You feel me? So,
well, you know, people tried to, you know, I mean,
my question is going to be simply this. Why do you think Rocc set that up? Because clearly Rocc has it out for Jay Reed. I've said it on my channel a million times. Jay Reed was pressing Rocc about the numbers. Rocc was lying to Jay Reed and the people at Dosh, saying that Adam was involved when he wasn't. It was so many different situations where Rocc's lies were coming to bite him in the ass. And then you have a situation where he's now, upset at Jay Reed because Jay Reed's figuring out that Rocc's full of shit. Why would you clearly have the video rolling to show a premeditation to this crazy ass attack? And then, obviously then post it, but what's Rocc's point?
Bro, that's the point I couldn't tell you. I didn't know nothing about nothing, bro, until I seen fucking 600 video and I called Cannon. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what was the point. I don't know why nobody was recording. I was oblivious to the whole motherfucking situation until I seen the YouTube. And that's when I called Cannon. You know what I mean? And then after the shit was everywhere, he was like, fuck it. It is what it is. So motherfucker could say, oh, like your chat reposted you to Lulu. The shit was already out there. It wouldn't have made a difference. What y'all understanding? Don't make a difference at that point. Me posting it does not make a difference from the shit already being there. It's there. The harm is already motherfucking done.
Well, yeah, because
Luce just felt like, fuck it, eat off of it. It's already there.
To take it off of everybody, I got the fucking video. So regardless of the fact, I posted that shit. So even if none of y'all would have posted that shit, I posted it. So
we're not
go right there. I posted that
motherfucker.
thing.
The shit is there. There's nothing we could do at that point.
Like, not only did I post it, I edited that, I censored it and everything, and then posted. I tried to
Right.
do my
Like
best.
the
I
shit
got
was
my
already
chili.
there. And then once academics posted, it was over with. Like, nigga, what you mean? The shit was already done and over with, nigga. So it don't even really matter. Me posting it or not posting it after the fact doesn't change the fact that the police got the motherfucking clip, nigga. They already got it, nigga. What you talking about?
So
that don't mean shit at that point.
What switches 600 and Loose Cannon's relationship? How does that go south? How did they go from homies to your daddy a snitch?
Because the simple fact that the nigga 600 felt like Loose was throwing jabs at him the whole time. And after he bumped heads with Wag, that's when his true colors came out. Like, well, I felt like Loose was always throwing jabs at me. Nigga, if you feel, this my thing, right? If I'm dealing with a nigga and I feel some type of way about a nigga, I'm gonna holler at you, pull you to the side. My nigga, what's up with you? And if it get to that point, we gotta get down or whatever the case may be, we're gonna get down.
This nigga said Luz got held back in kindergarten because he couldn't scribble. When I learned last night because there was one part of this fucking live. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to legitimately interview this nigga, and I start fucking busting up laughing because I'm reading the chat. So I've learned when I'm doing interviews, I cannot turn the chat on my end. You guys can have whatever going on your end. Y'all can have the chat and all that kind of shit. I just got to turn it off so I can't see it. Because last night you niggas had me cracking the fuck up, bro. I'm over here trying to go through this fucking. Shout out to the new member 315 Cheeto. I'm over here trying to go. Like, last night was funny as fuck, bro. I'm over here trying to give a serious interview. You niggas had me crying, bro. I'm trying my best not to fucking laugh, nigga. That shit was too funny. That shit was. So I just know moving forward, I gotta cut the chat off on my end so I can't see it. Y'all can still have y'all fun and all that kind of shit, but I cannot. I'm not mature enough. I can't see the chat when I'm doing interviews, bro, because I'm immature as fuck. And you niggas, I can't take you niggas nowhere, bro. You niggas are fucking ignorant. I'm not even y'all the homies, but y'all niggas is ignorant. You feel me? Like, this shit is fucking crazy. All right. What am I looking for? Boom. I miss my grandma. She in jail. Free grandma. You put some, hey, but look, nigga, did you put some money on her books, my nigga? If you, hey, don't be yelling free grandma if you're not gonna put money on grandma books, my nigga. Just saying. Still, y'all. We're Sharp Type 18 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like, kill crack in the same, and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More does good content on it, man. It's Saturday. I ain't gonna hold y'all with no long intro. Just get into RiccTrapHouse.com, get into all that. Get into RiccTrapHouse.com, get into the Man at the Garden freestyle, all the music and all that. Y'all know what to get into. But if you ain't gonna do nothing else on this beautiful Saturday, hit that subscribe button. You feel me? Let's get into this, man. We got academics. Hey, look, bro. Academics calls Whack 100 to speak on Brick Baby denying snitching. He goes crazy on Pyru. Oh, I get it on Pyru. Got it.
Every time I call Whack, I'm always thinking, hey, yo, bro. That's how Whack gets to the phone. Whack!
What up?
I'm on stream. I'm on stream warning.
What's the word?
Yeah, we just listened to the Brick Baby calling.
Look, Act, what I've been telling you, bro. You don't listen.
Is Brick working or not?
Oh, Brick was definitely working. I mean, that's you ain't running around here 21 months, nigga, with 4 sets of cases and no court date.
4 sets of cases is crazy.
Was he talking about you on this thing?
Talking about who?
So I think he was talking about 600 for sure. Because he said a light.
What do you mean?
It's on his thing. He's like this light-skinned dude with a badge or whatever the case is. And he basically was just like, yo, people are saying that. He said people are saying that I'm a snitch. Basically.
No, the paperwork says he's a snitch.
Well, yeah, you. Well,
paperwork doesn't say that, but go off.
I don't know if you're right. But
did you read the paperwork?
No. Okay. Explain the paperwork.
Okay, don't tell me, nigga, no head. You didn't read the paperwork?
Okay, I didn't read the paperwork, but he explained it.
Did you read it?
Yes, he explained it though.
Oh, no, you can't explain it. No, there's no explaining that. See, this is how this works.
It's crazy how Whack knows about everybody's paperwork. What about his gun case in Texas where his brother called him a snitch because Whack told on his brother? Why don't we ever talk about that?
That's why I hate a lot of you motherfuckers, right? Niggas will make up shit on me that ain't printed nowhere and ride with it. But it'll be printed right in front of your face and you let a nigga tell you that ain't what you read. See, listen, all you gotta do is read what he's reading. That nigga's talking to his mom or his bitch.
Yeah.
Read it. All you gotta do is read it. Don't none of that got nothing to do with no child custody or none of that shit. When you talking to your people and you don't know your phone is wired, right? Let me tell you who gonna know you cooperate. Your bitch gonna know. Your woman gonna know you cooperate. She gonna know what's going on with you, right? So you're not gonna hide nothing from her.
He
right?
said he was talking about a custody battle, though. Like
No. Do you see anywhere in there where there's ever a custody battle?
Well, the cops.
No, that nigga said.
How you gonna ask that nigga a question and then answer it for him? He was like, "Well, no, okay, well, I guess I don't. Forget me for asking the question. Answer the question you asked."
Right. I'm tired of doing what the police tell me to do. See, when you're doing a custody battle act, the police.
And wait till wax paperwork come out in this case. Y'all just stay tuned.
Police don't tell you to do shit. The courts tell you what to do. Let's get it right.
That's true. That's true.
Courts, police, two different entities.
Yeah, but street niggas might call the courts police.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You're not a street nigga, so how do you even know?
Nothing about that conversation has anything to do with a custody battle. But y'all let dudes spin y'all. But guess what? If my name was tied to that same statement, what would they be saying?
You're right about it. But let me ask you this question, though.
There's no but, bro.
No, there is a but.
There's no but. It's no but.
Okay.
If you show me anywhere in them documents where custody battle is mentioned, anywhere, you got me.
Hold on, but whack. All right. So I'm hearing what you're saying. Here's the response to it. The response to it would be.
I don't care about his response.
No. It's not about his response. Right. We got to we got to use critical thinking.
No, you can't, because guess what?
Can I get it off? Can I say
Any
it?
snitch is gonna want to respond to his snitching in a way that makes it look like it ain't snitching. This is why it's called paperwork. Watch this act. The documentation beats the conversation.
Like that nigga might as well just look in the mirror and talk to himself, because like you asking questions, kind of. I'm just don't understand.
Period. That's why it's called paperwork. Fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
We gonna read about what you talking about.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, then, right? Because if what you're saying is right, then this doesn't make sense to me. I need you to explain. If that is proof that he's working, why would the feds show their hand by including it and then put him in the jail?
They're
Hold
done
on.
with him, Act. What do you mean?
But they need him to
They
testify.
didn't show this work in 2022.
They need him.
Bro,
If he's working, they need him to testify.
He's been working since 2022. No, you must see. Here, let me send you something, bro.
If he's working, they need him to testify.
See, this is the problem with you civilian niggas. I'm gonna send you something, bro.
But you get what I'm saying, though. Like,
no.
Why would they put someone who was working? Why would they tell on him? They're telling on him.
You gotta kick back because you niggas is slow because you don't come.
No, academics is making sense, and you don't like the sense that he's making
from this life. I just sent you an attachment of niggas working. I don't think you get it. When you working, right, and you run around out here and you lead them to the hot spot and lead them to the nigga with the guns and lead them to the nigga with the dope, that's working. Like, I don't think you understand. 5 leads will lead to 50 arrests, and he's never tied to it. We're gonna let you out. You see what I just sent you?
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I want you to look at what I just sent you. That is a nigga.
He don't yell over everybody. Hey, Two Tone got Two Stone. That's why he yells over everyone. He don't yell over everyone. I told that hoe to shut up, and he shut up and asked for permission to talk. He don't yell over everybody. He know who he gotta simmer down with. Academics is just letting them get, academics don't care though. He is square. So he's just letting Wack play himself out of position for his own benefit and entertainment.
That's working. Yo, Act.
No,
Act, I'm not gonna do no back and forth with you because you's a square nigga.
No, I'm just asking questions.
You'll never understand. Listen, Act, I got people I know who left a spot at 12 o'clock, got pulled over down the street, right? They get caught. We see them the next day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm not arguing that.
This is the homie, right?
All I'm arguing is why would they out
This
him?
is the homie, but guess what he's doing? Now he's working.
Okay, but
Right,
why would the feds out him though? Because if like the feds,
look, your act is still missing. Everybody he didn't turn in, we don't know. You're missing the point.
Okay, but why would they out him if they want other people to end up working with them?
They done with him, bro. They're done with him. Bro, the nigga ran around 2 years.
No, I hear what you're saying.
He ran a real act. Listen to me. I'm not finna, because you acting like you're stupid right now. I know you're not stupid.
No, I'm not, because the feds wouldn't tell y'all who their snitches are because it would discourage other people from snitching.
Everybody a nigga tell on ain't documented, nigga. If you run around 2 years with no court date, you'd have been caught with 5 gun shootings, no court date, nothing. And you running around putting up, hey homie, give me some pills. Hey homie this, hey homie this. And your phone is hot. You know your phone is hot because you working. So when you call your homie, hey nigga, what's up? You heard about that robbery in Arizona? Was that little double up him? He know what he do. He's working. He's sitting them. Leave.
Is that okay? So is that the same thing you were doing when you were on Clubhouse? Hey, this is so and so from this hood. Wait. So you telling me that you a Crip from this hood in this city, and your hood name is blah blah blah? Okay, bet. Because that's what you was doing on Clubhouse. Was the same type of snitchery and snitchionington. Snitchery is crazy.
This, that. He gotta give them shit to stay on the street. Now what they do? Guess what they do? They go watch a little double up. They go little double up. Okay, we're a little double up going. Oh, damn, there it go. That's the dope spot. That Brick said, boom, okay. They serve a warrant. They raid that. They never know it came from Brick. When you're working, this ain't about the direct people you tied to. This about leading the police to all the shit out here in the streets. Understand what the fuck I'm telling you?
He's getting really mad. He's getting really upset. This is starting to become a little bit aggressive. Let's see where this is gonna go.
Okay, so what? I'm not.
When they done with you, act. When they done with you,
they throw your name in a federal indictment. Basically, saying you're complaining about working.
Hey, bro, do you know what niggas would do to stay out another 2.5 years?
No, I'm not saying that Brick is or isn't a snitch.
You know what niggas
Wack, what did you do to stay out another 2.5, 3 years? What did you do, brother? Let us know what you did.
would do? The nigga got a shooting case they caught him on in 2022. He got out 3 times. In 2023, they catch you with an AK-2 handgun and 125 rounds. He lies about it on your show when I cornered him and said it was a deal.
Why would he go on academic show and admit to having anything to do with this case? See, here's the thing about Wack. Oh, he lied about it on your platform. He doesn't respect your platform. Who the hell goes onto anybody's platform on the internet and admits to having an automatic weapon? It's barnacles.
Yeah, reject. This shit never went to the state. It was always feds. But when you get arrested, all the dates I gave y'all, you niggas want to ignore. It's right there. Damn, Wack said June 23rd, 2023. You got caught with a K. You kept denying it. So, Brick,
hold on. But Wack. And let me ask you a question. I'm asking as a square. Let me ask you this question. No, let me ask you a question. So you're telling me, say 2 agencies or say your local and feds run up in, say, a friend of yours' house. If they find something, because this happened with Young Thug, they didn't charge him for everything initially. It might come in. That might be part of another investigation. They know they caught you with it. They have proof.
Listen to me, bro. They came and got Thug for what they wanted him for, right?
And then they charge him more shit later.
Somebody was working on Thug. When they came and got Thug, bro, they didn't know to tear open that wall and find the gun. One of his people told him that. He still don't know which one. That's niggas working. When you hear niggas say you're working, right? You're working. That means you're running around the streets and you're leading the police to leave to make arrests.
So is that what you did when you and Loose Cannon went on No Jumper and you spoke about that dispensary that nobody knew about and that whole flu flam, skullduggery, and larceny about the weed shop robbery, leading the police? Got it.
So if this nigga, they didn't let him go. I just sent you a clip. Little dude is about to go to work. Watch the clip, Act. He's about to go to work and get caught with a gun. They put him in the car. They say, you know where to get more guns from?
He says, you gonna let me go and I ain't gotta go to jail? They said, yeah. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna let him go over here to the nigga he bought the guns from, boom. The nigga he bought the dope from, boom. They gonna lay on him, they gonna bust him. He might be the little nigga with just getting 10 guns to sell. Okay, well, you get the guns from him, we gonna give you 20 years. Then this nigga leads them to the next nigga. And they keep going up, and up the ranks, using niggas to work because they want to stay on the street.
Okay, so
any given time when they want to, they can take a nigga to jail. You're gonna eventually go to jail. When they done used you up, and they don't need to get nothing else out of you, then they take you.
So you're saying that Brick Baby
ain't no nigga catching no cases for 2.5 years and ain't got no fucking court date, bro.
What about your case in Texas? Because it's been like 10, 15 years and you haven't had a court date. So, yeah, there's that.
Fuck out of here.
Wait, but here's the thing.
Nah, I got to get out of here because you got court cases in Texas where you ain't seen a judge in almost 15 years. Particles.
They eventually charged him with the gun. So what's the point of working?
Hey, bro, hey, look.
What's the point of working when they charge him with the gun?
How could he,
now I got to call you stupid.
Okay.
Are you not here?
Now you mad? Now you going to the name calling? You're childish. You can't use your words, so now you going to the name calling?
Hear me? For 2 years, he led these niggas probably to 50 arrests.
It was part of an investigation, so they eventually charged. What I'm saying is that what is he getting out of the work?
I think you
like 6ix9ine got a departure from the mandatory minimum, which is a 5K1 letter. So what is Brick Baby getting out of snitching? Because at this point, he's still in jail and he's not getting bail. So what did he get out of snitching?
6ix9ine wasn't running around the streets for 2.5 years either, nigga. They never let him go. The fuck out of here, nigga. Who you think you talking to?
Hold on.
He knows he's talking to Rat Run Hunter. I'm not sure who you think you really are, but I guess.
Are you mixing it?
That's a lie.
Brick Baby got caught in 2022 the first time shooting in the parking lot. They let him go. No court date.
The same thing happened with Shotty and them. They brought in Shotty for shootings and let him go. And then they brought him in for the RICO and hit him with all those things. How is that different?
And guess what people have said about Shotty?
Shotty's not working. Stop it.
People have said.
Stop it.
People have said it.
Stop it, bro. Please stop it, Wack. Stop it with Shotty.
Let me tell you something, Act.
Not with Shotty. We can get back to Brick.
You a born snitch because you're a civilian. You can't tell me, bro.
Shotty never snitched, bro. Stop it. No,
hey, bro, it's a lot of people that say Shotty working, bro.
No,
a lot of New York niggas say that.
Well, maybe Brick Baby, not Shotty.
But we ain't doing that. Fuck Shotty. Look, you're not smarter than me.
Now it's fuck Shotty. What Shotty do? Now it's fuck Shotty.
Back over here to Brick. Fuck Shotty. What I'm telling you is, you a nigga that ain't never experienced nothing in the street. You can't tell a nigga who I didn't watch one nigga take down 50 niggas because they ran around 3 years working. But why they didn't? That's his reward. You want to stay on the street? You want to make a little money? Have some nest egg put up so when we come get you? Keep bringing it to us. Keep leading us to it. This is what you call it. I just sent you a link. Look at the link, nigga.
Okay,
He's
Wack.
about to go to work.
All right, Wack. Let me ask you a question then.
No, look at the link.
No, I know.
He's like, I see the link. Chill out, big dog.
Look at the link.
All right, Wack.
He's about to go to work.
Wack, I'm gonna give you a situation. And then because
you can't give me shit because I've been living it.
Wack.
You can't give me shit. I've been living it, bro.
We having a conversation. Like again,
you can't give me shit. I'm Brick Baby because because what you gonna give me? I have no documentation. I got documentation that says, nigga, they arrested you for a shooting in 2022. No fucking court dates. Then you get caught. They run back up in your house because you was finna kill your baby mama. They catch you with a K2 handguns, 125 rounds. No court date. The shooting's still there. No court date. This is there. No court date. Nigga, it's only one reason they're going to leave you out here on these streets.
Because they have an open investigation.
Oh, man, you don't get it. You got it.
Yeah, hold on, Wack.
Talk about something. Look, I'm to a point, I don't entertain ignorance.
Wait. Wack, let me ask you this question. And I'm going to use this is a real situation, too.
You can't tell it.
Hold
You
on,
gonna send me the work?
whack.
I don't want to talk about it.
No,
if you
we
can't
have
put
work
the
about
work
this.
in
We
front of
have work about this. I just want to show you that.
Can't put the work
Whack.
in front of me.
We have work about this, and this is in public court. So I want you to keep your same logic with this. So Big Jook, they had one of the shooters that's implicating Big Jook. Why didn't they arrest Big Jook then? So Big Jook was working then, right? Because Big Jook ran.
No, you're missing the point, bro.
Because you're saying if someone doesn't get arrested immediately,
I'm gonna let
they're
you
working.
tell me. Look, I'm gonna show to the world how dumb you can be.
Okay, please.
I want you to tell me the difference between what you're saying about Jook and Brick Baby situation. If you can't tell me the difference, then I'm gonna tell you the difference, and everybody.
Why is he so aggressive? Like, bro, you have to chill out, Bowser.
Gonna see that you're shallow-minded. So you tell me the difference between
Wax sound like an angry baby mama, bro. At this point, this nigga just sounds like a female.
Jook situation and Brick situation.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Both situations to me have similarities. That there was an open.
No, they don't. I'm gonna tell the world why you're shallow-minded and you're a square motherfucker and you're dumb to the game. Dumb.
You tell me what you think. Okay, here's what I think. I don't care what you think. I'm gonna tell you what you think. Okay. Hey, I normally don't say this. But I'm willing to bet that Wack be in there whooping R&B feet. I'm willing to bet that Wack be in there whooping R&B full-blown feet. Because you see how he is with men he think he can control? Imagine how he is at the house with his girl. R&B, blink twice if you need help, baby. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna help you. But blink twice. Somebody might help you. Somebody might jump in. I'm not gonna be the one to help you. But blink twice. Somebody might help you. Like, you can't tell me that he ain't in there whooping her. F-E-E-T. Whooping her footsis. Nigga, you in there. You a feet. You tripping. Because look how he talked to men who he think is weak. Imagine what he do to his girl. Yeah, you gonna whoop her at the crib, big dog.
Come to the game that you don't come from.
How?
Now,
Tell me.
how? I'm gonna show you how. Jook was never arrested. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. He was never arrested. Brick Baby was arrested in 2022 for shooting an ex-convict discharging a firearm in the state of California.
But he was not arrested for that gun. Okay, I hear you. But he was not arrested for that gun. Was he arrested for the gun?
He get arrested again in 2023. Let me tell you the coldest part about this. And
He wasn't arrested for the gun, though.
You and I ass with it. Hold on. Let me show you the coldest part about it. When a nigga got arrested again in 2023, you know what I still never told nobody?
What?
You ready for this?
What?
You couldn't find record of the charges and the arrest after his arrest, nigga. See, I never said it. Now, when the paperwork comes, it's obvious we see the arrest happen. You could never, this is how I knew you was working. You could never find record of the June 23rd fucking arrest after he.
Well, isn't that the same situation with Christopher Lovejoy's?
His arrest. We all go through the same system and pull it. All right, this is Wack you talking to, bro. Ain't nothing slow about it.
Like a TV show, Whack and Act.
You cannot find record of his fucking arrest and release from June 23rd, 2023. Watch this. You also couldn't find record of his arrest of the shooting in June of the 2022. Couldn't find record of none of them.
Wait.
Couldn't find record. There was no record of the arrest.
How are we looking up these records if you're saying there's no record exists?
Hey, bro, the same way we look up any fucking body else, bro.
Well, some
either you go on the Pacer on the Fed side, or you go into the motherfucking LASheriff.gov on the state side, bro.
Yeah, but if you don't look it up while he's in custody, I'm saying, if you don't look it up while he's in custody, you won't see it.
Bro.
You can look up the case, but if there was
liar,
if they didn't assign him a case for it.
Do you understand? When you give fingerprints in a mugshot, you're in the system. Even if they let you go, even if you bail, OR, regardless of what it is,
It shows your arrest. Anybody in your chat that did time will tell you I'm right. It shows your arrest. If they released you right there on the OR, which is the only reconnaissance, it just says OR. If they released you on the bail, it just says bail. But it's going to give the time, the date, and the motherfucking charge, and the fucking district, state, and county you was arrested in. This is a fact.
I don't know about California, but I know some places, if it's not a current inmate,
tell me.
If it's not a current inmate, it won't show you that they got locked up unless there's an associated case.
No, you sound dumb as fuck. In the state of California, when you're arrested,
as I said,
and they book you in, your mug shot, the time, date, the charge, the bail amount, if you bailed, if they release you on the OR, or if you have a no bail, it's going to register in our system, period.
So, all right, so hold on. So let me ask you this question. So you're telling me if I give you a name of a random California resident, you can see all their arrests from past?
We gonna see every motherfucking thing, bro. Like, that's standard.
And wait. And so what has this record? Because I know, again, I was trying to make the reference to other states. I don't know about Cali.
What do you mean, bro?
No, in some states,
Rocc is just going off for no reason at this point.
Unless there is an associated case.
Bro, hey, listen, bro, I don't give a fuck about your some states act. Listen, you younger than me.
All right, Rocc, I'm gonna try to find it. No, Rocc. We gotta fact check everything.
You sounding stupid.
No, Rocc, we're gonna try to fact check.
Fuck your some state, act. Fuck your some state. We in California.
Okay,
we're not talking about some states.
Okay, so you're telling me
what you're trying to do is you know, when the motherfuckers send a goddamn missile.
No, I'm trying to be logical.
You know what they do?
Yeah.
They throw these things out to distract the missile.
No, Rocc.
California, act. California.
Rocc. Okay, you're right. We're sticking with California. So
yeah, there we go, nigga.
All right,
stop
so
talking about.
Perfect. So you're saying if I look up Eugene Henley, I'm gonna see every arrest he's ever got.
If you look up Eugene Henley, yes, we can pull that up. You'll see that. But what you will see,
I'm gonna see every time he's arrested in his life.
On Pacer, look. If you go look up Eugene
that's a case.
Right
that's
now,
a case. That's an incarceration, and that's a federal situation.
No, it doesn't matter. Federal. Hey, bro.
You only get Rocc. You can't look up arrests on Pacer. You can't look up Rocc. You cannot look up Pacer.
Pull up Jonathan Porter.
You can't look up in a.
It's gonna show you. It's gonna tell you state prison.
On Pacer, it'll show a detention order.
Pacer is paid.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what I'm saying. So if
see, academics is eating Whack up, and Whack's getting pretty upset about this. I see.
We look up Jonathan Porter, we'll see every single again. I think you're over talking me, so you're missing the point. I'm not saying arrests don't get locked.
Hey, bro, listen, act. I want you to really use your brain. Hear me out, nigga.
Okay.
If I'm telling if I'm on Clubhouse saying Brick Baby just got caught with an AK.
Okay.
Right?
Was he still arrested at the time?
45 minutes after, 45 minutes after he's caught.
Okay.
Right? Follow me.
Okay.
You think my team on there ain't on the motherfucking computer running him all day? This nigga never popped up.
But how can we
watch this?
How can we prove it other than listen to you?
Wait. I'm finna show you the other shady side of this. You ready for this?
Yeah.
He lied to Adam because he was broke and did what? Had Adam.
Well, if it seems like he really did use the bail money for its intended purpose because he's going back to jail and has a bail violation. So there's that.
Give up $10,000 for bail money, right? And there was never no bail.
Yeah, he's a finesse. I expect that.
No. Okay, but wait. Listen, there was never no bail.
Mm-hmm.
They let him go. Listen, he was at the substation. That's where he was. But we could not find record of his arrest. See, the minute they put that in there, they know we can see it. We know you hot. You get what I'm saying? The minute we see.
It doesn't make sense though. Again, if Brick Baby's working with the feds and all this, why is he in jail? And that's like the worst deal ever for a snitch. You're working, but then you still end up in jail with all these cases. I see what academics is saying. It don't really make sense for him to be working because why would he be in jail still?
Oh, nigga, you got a gun case. Nigga, you right here. This your booking number. Now we want to see your bail receipt or your OR receipt. The nigga lied, I got a bill. He ain't thinking niggas gonna check. This why he used to get mad and say, this police cop nigga whack. No, whack come from the 100 side of the trenches on Clubhouse, where I got a whole motherfucking team. That's all they do, and you know that,
So
I said, hey, homie, we can't find record of your arrest. Where's that?
So wait.
Where's your court date?
Let me ask this
I
question.
got a DA.
So you're telling me that I could find a record of because he's been arrested a bunch of times in Cali. You're telling me every one of his.
All right. Chat, y'all staying kicking. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free. Avenue Angel, so he's free. We gone. Hold on, chat. So far, let me know what y'all thinking about this. I'm just, quick little catch up to those of y'all who just started watching the content. For whatever reason, Officer Rat Run Hunter is being pretty weird about this whole situation. I'm not really sure what his issue is. I am sure what his issue is, but I can't say it on camera because, again, that will be giving up information that I am not yet supposed to be giving up. But with that all being said, why do you guys think that Wack is so adamant about talking over academics? It's like every time academics starts kind of cooking up and making a good point, Wack, obviously, like he always does, jumps all over the conversation, starts screaming and yelling, talking on top of people and all that kind of shit. And we know by now that that's his favorite tactic. Like, that's not... At this point, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even cares. Like, you can tell that even academics